Oh, hello. Peanut butter and jealous. Alan White. Nolan Ryan autograph numbered to 10. Damn! Holy shit. Hockey mushrooms legends. Junk wax! Nasty. Woo! Congratulations, Alan White. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Damn! Check that out, Alan White. You win, brother. That is third on print to 10. See if we can't find you a true one of one. I think you're going to be a very, very happy camper here, my brother.
Oh, my God!
Paul Skeens, one of one, rookie. Congratulations there, my brother. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brian Street. There you go, gaming grandfather. Congratulations, buddy. I got to admit, I am peanut butter and jealous. That is incredible. Anytime you have something that says one of one on it, and Paul Skeens is on it too, that's a good one. Congratulations again there, Ray. I'm honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. All right. And remember, folks, this is where we found that one of one Drake May last night. Let's see what we can't find for you. Good luck. Oh, wow. How about a dual autograph relic numbered to 50? Gary Sheffield and Doc Gooden. Really? A couple of legends of the game right there in the autograph relic numbered to 50. The hits just keep coming in these boxes. Wow. Amazing. Congratulations, my man. That is magnificent. 46 out of 50 on the dock and the Mr. Sheffield. You're adorable. Shout out to the nanny, Ms. Fran Drescher. A couple of nice autographs, too. Beautiful. Our very first numbered card, and my dear friends, we have some Morning Wood.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. I'll see myself out. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, my God!
Check that out. First on print to 5. Damn. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Nationals. And that is Mikey 2, Mikey Kobaugh. Brother. Congratulations, buddy. First on print to 5. Whew. Schmo, you're exactly right. Thank you, buddy. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Damn. Spencer Jones on the Optic preview. Peanut butter and jealous. General Cody Custer. My fellow Austinite. How about my twin brother? The Bird Murderer. Mr. Randy Johnson. Autograph. And that is penultimate on print, 48 out of 49.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Yes way. Yes way. That's amazing. Uploading that one up. I know in Mikey Green. Mr. Devin Clark, welcome back, you legend. Top of the morning to you. Mr. Nisius, good morning, Rob. Would you just look at it? 48 out of 49 on the Bird Murderer. Congratulations, Cody Custer. Beautiful.
Oh, my
the GOAT before Tom Brady, Mr. Joe Montana. And that is second on print to 9. Congratulations, Rob Richardson. And that is a really good-looking autograph, too. If that was for my PC, I might be grading that one, buddy. That is sweet. Did I speak it into existence, or what? Hell yeah!
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Congratulations, Derek Williams. Howdy ho there, Malik neighbors. On the kaboom. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junk wax. Nasty. I know, Brian Smith. I'm with you, brother. The first thing that went through my mind. Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations to Bethany on the gold C.J. Stroud rookie autograph. Woo! That is magnificent. And it's nicely centered, too. Congratulations, Bethany. You win. So, family, in the chat, let me know whether you would like to have the Malik Neighbors Kaboom or the C.J. Stroud rookie autograph number to 50. If you had a pew-pew to your head, which one would you choose? Jesus Made. Holy crapola!
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Bro. That is one of the hottest prospects of 2025, my good man. Damn. Congratulations, Jim. That's a nice one, brother. Not numbered, but beautiful. Mr. Ryan Bruns, you lucky, lucky ducky. I am so peanut butter and jealous right now, my man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. My dear friends, my family. Oh my Lanta. Gerangelo Synth J. My PC numbered to 99 on the relic autograph. Congratulations, Ryan Bruns. You win, brother. Damn. Oh, would you just look at it? Oh, that is sick. Mr. Ryan Bruns, you should hang on to that forever. And if you don't, I'll let you send it to me. Oh, we only have 2 in here. Holy crapola. Number to 5 on the Golden Graphs, Max Muncy for the Trolley Dodgers and Dave Piccirilli. This one goes to you, my man. And then you go and totally redeem yourself. Would you just look at it? 2 out of 5 on the Golden Autograph. Congratulations, Mr. Piccirilli. No error on this one, my man. This one is yours. There you go, David. And again, my friend, I sincerely appreciate you being a good sport. Thank you. I love it, Mikey the Mad Hatter. My brother from another mother. Thank you for being here with us this morning, Mikey. Congratulations, Mr. Piccirilli. Second on print to 5 on the Golden Autograph. Segue? That's a nice segue to your first autograph. How about Mike Fisher with the inscription? That's pretty cool. Shout out to the Hammer, Mr. Jeff Hansen, and Rob Richardson, our resident Predators fanatics. Your second autograph here, good sir. And that one is not numbered. Brand new 55-point top loader for you there, brother. The Queen Goblin. That's weird. They got Mrs. Junk Wax on a card.
Man, these things suck. I can barely see my Bo Jackson Pro Vision.
We should have bought our top loaders from Junk Wax Vintage.
Yeah, we suck. Let's go climb a tree.
Tonight's the night, it's terrific Tuesday night. Dalen's here and the legends are inside. Sawyer's in the mix, bringing laughs and cheer. The JWV crew's all here. Head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. Grab your rip and chips before they're gone. Break spots are waiting, the blog's there too. Learn the hobby while we rip for you. And if you're looking for that gem in shirt, we got merch that'll make your hobby heart burst. Spicy water's chilling, the packs are stacked high. We're about to break under that Tuesday sky. So settle in, legends, we're ready to ignite. It's terrific Tuesday night, gonna pull fire tonight. And if you're looking for that gem in shirt, we got merch that'll make your hobby heart burst. Spicy water's chilling, the packs are stacked high. We're about to break under that Tuesday sky. So settle in, legends, we're ready to ignite. It's terrific Tuesday night, gonna pull fire tonight. So settle in, legends, we're ready to ignite. It's terrific Tuesday night, gonna pull fire tonight.
Oh my God!
Top of the evening to you, you legends. Happy terrific Tuesday Nitro. How the heck are you? Hi. Good to see everybody. Top of the evening to you, Mr. Alex. Great to see you, my brother. How is Invader Zim this good evening? Mr. Meanie Brad Greeny, welcome back, you handsome son of a gun. Great to see you, my brother. Mr. Craig Gamble, excellent to see you again, my man. Second time today. I feel so honored and humbled. Mr. Colt Simmons, it is excellent to see you too, buddy. And hey, Colt, I got a little something for you here, buddy. I think you're going to like it. So, my dear friends, settle in because it is another terrific Tuesday Nitro right here in Austin, Texas, and I could not be more stoked to be with you. Mr. Zim, Alex, your boys' soccer team that you coach got the W today. Outstanding, my man. 8-4. Goodness gracious. That's a highly scoring soccer game, my brother. A lot of offense, eh? Beautiful. Hey, what's up, TJ? Excellent to see you, my man. Shout out to Mr. Fizzle Twist. Excellent to see you tonight, you legend. Happy terrific Tuesday Nitro, brother. Mr. Brian Ringer, what's up, my dude? Excellent to see you, bro. Mr. Giggs gracing us with his presence. That's right, Colt Simmons. So we had a giveaway this morning of those national packs that we got from our buddy over at at Leaf, named Greg. Shout out to Leaf Greg. So we're going to give away all the rest of those packs. We did auction, or not auction, but we gave them away this morning. So they're all designated to who they go to. But there was only one person that was here this morning. So we have another 9 of them to rip through tonight. I'm ridiculously excited. Mr. Onward, great to see you tonight, buddy. That's right. That's right, brother. All right, legends. Let's get some music happening. DJ Chicken, excellent to see you tonight. DJ Pollo, welcome back, my brother. Bienvenidos. Que muito verte. Excellent to see you tonight. Mr. Dutchy, what's up, buddy? There we go. Mrs. Junkwax back here in the distance, ladies and gentlemen. Want to give him a wave there, babe? There you go. Shout out to the best CEO on planet Earth, in my humble opinion. And Mr. Fizzle Twist has our first question of the evening.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, I want opinions. I want to get into a break or two. Should I do one Prizm team and one hockey team, or two hockey and two Prizm baseball? That's a good question, TJ. I would say both, but of course I'm a little partial. So if it was me, brother, I will be completely transparent with you. If I had that option, I would probably do both, because the more break spots that you can buy, the better your odds are, right? So kind of like diversifying your portfolio. So same thing over here in cards. But that is a wonderful question. Thank you for asking, TJ. My man. Get out of my head, sir. Thank you so much, TJ. It is excellent to have you back, my brother. All right, folks. Let's get some music happening real quick. Beautiful. That is correct, my love. Yep. Shout out to Mr. Justin Miller. Hey, shout out to Sophie and Tay-Tay. Good evening, my fellow Texans. Excellent to see you, young ladies. How you doing? How's your day? How was your Tuesday? Mr. Heck Cards, welcome. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if it is your very first time tuning into these luscious locks, it is absolutely wonderful to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. And you can find me here, my dear friends, almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense, and that is exactly how I want it. So thank you all for being here as usual, folks. If you are new here tonight, keep in mind that we are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right this second. So if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch, or Kick, or Facebook, or YouTube, you got options, and we would love to have you. And of course, folks, lastly, if you would like to participate tonight, it's easy. All you have to do is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. That is where everything for this channel lives. There is sealed wax up there. Matter of fact, there might just be some new sealed wax up there. There is also break spots up there. And my dear friends, there is a couple of brand new breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. I told you this morning that they would be there. I wasn't a liar. So we do have a brand new PYT baseball break up there. We do have a brand new PYT football break up there. And they are both looking juicy. That's right, Onward. We're going to rip through some Squishmallows tonight as well, my good man. Don't you worry. What's up, Mikey? Excellent to see the innovation lead here at JWV. What's up, my brother? How was your day, buddy? Mr. Fake_free says, and if you ever miss a break, you can rewatch it on YouTube. You're exactly right. I sincerely appreciate the call out, my brother. You are spot on. Could not agree more. And it is excellent to see you back there, Fakey. What's up, buddy? Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Miss Melody already snagged some Squishmallows. Beautiful. So, folks, I will always be transparent with you. I have never ripped a pack of Squishmallows. Ever. We're popping that cherry tonight, baby. We're going to rip into some Squishmallows. Super excited. Sam Leona, what's up, young lady? Mr. Rulist, welcome back, brother, and I appreciate you smacking that follow button. Nice to see you again. Beaster, it is wonderful to see you, brother. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Miss Sophie, doing great. Double A season is over, so you get your life back. Very nice. Until April anyway, right? Beautiful. Well, it is excellent to see you tonight, Sophie. Big hugs and firm handshakes, my dear friend. And Victor Lopez, Seattle Mariners 10-1. That is beautiful, brother. Thank you so much for letting me know. Mr. Rob Justice, thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. Welcome to the crew. Nice to have you. And Mr. Jordan Smith, legend of legends, hitting us with our very first TikTok gift tonight. Thank you so much, Jordan. I see you over there, you big sweetie. Good to see you, my man. All right, legends. Let's bust into our very first item of the evening. And you know exactly what it is. Some of that spicy water. User 530 says, do you like Barry Bonds 86 Fleer update card? Are you talking about 87 Fleer update? That might be what you're talking about there, my man. If you're talking about the blue one, the light blue one, it's a cool card. You're right. Yeah. Go Dogs. What's up, brother? Excellent to see my University of Washington fan in the house. What's up, my dude? Mr. Robbie, thank you for smacking the follow button. Josh Fish says the Cubbies win. Nice. All right, my dear friends. Mr. Cody Simons, good evening, legend. Jeff, what's up, brother? Welcome to the sack. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love that spicy water. It's so good. Once it hits your lips, it's just so good. Thank you so much, Wyatt. I appreciate that, brother. Brost to you, my good man. Mr. Jason Allen, good evening. Hey, Jason, I think I have a pack over here for you too, homie. So, folks, real quick. We have the giveaways earlier today, and these are the people that won the giveaways. Mr. Robert Parkinson. Mark Schellenbaum, one of the family pharmacists. Mr. Jason Allen. Colt Simmons. Mr. Robert Parkinson. And Mr. Alan White. 4 times. So, would love to bust through those tonight. Steven, I just want to sell you free cable. Steven, thank you so much for smacking that follow button, my man. Welcome to the family. Nice to have you. Mr. TikTok needs some realism. What's up, buddy? Welcome back. You just watched a guy fill up spots for a break tomorrow. Yikes. That's rough. Now, I don't have a lot of room to talk because there has been a couple of times in the history of this channel that we have filled a break and then ripped it the next day. But typically that only happens because the break filled at like 1 a.m. or at like midnight or something. But that guy finished filling a break at like in the afternoon and then decided he was going to break it tomorrow, eh? Well, to each their own. Yeah, not great. It's not how I would do it, but I don't want to throw shade at anybody. All right. Mr. Valpal made the switch to Twitch. Oh, beautiful. And Mr. Eric Folsom, my man. What's up, E? Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire fam-damly up in here. It is good to see you tonight, gentlemen. Mr. Derek Evanson, welcome back, good buddy. Excellent to see you, D. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. All right, we have a big evening in front of us, folks. What's up, Tyler Wyatt? Welcome back, my man. Go Braves. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We busted into that first thing of the evening, that spicy Volta. You know what the second thing is also. Let's go back to 1991. Get into some Upper Deck football. And then we're going to refresh that shop for the very first time tonight, my dear friends. And oh, by the way, I saw that in that brand new PYT baseball break, we are already halfway down on that break. And we have only had it live for about an hour. So if by some act of the universe, my dear friends, like I said, I priced that one to sell. And if you want to bust that tonight, the ball's in your court, my friends. Threaten me with a good time. I saw that, Victor. Shout out to Cal Rowley beating Mickey Mantle's record. Pretty big deal. He is now the record holder of switch hitters that has the most home runs in one season. Congratulations to the big dumper. All right, we have an Al Noga. Noga, not going to work here anymore, that's for sure. Shout out to Office Space. Mr. Jason Wine, welcome back, brother. Nice to see you. How about Eric Swan? Stop looking at me, Swan. I hope somebody gets that reference. Nick Lowry, coming with the thunder. Alex, you absolute legend. How dare you, sir? 16 gifted subs in the family in the short time you have been here, Alex. Thank you so much, you legend. And shout out to GCR, Basketball All Day, Geechee, and Avery Faye with Eric Folsom. Welcome to the family, gentlemen and ladies. You nailed it. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Melody. Nick Lowry coming with the thunder. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. My friends, my family, on this terrific Tuesday Nitro from right here in Austin, Texas, you absolutely incredible human beings have started the first Of course, my dear friends, if we take this hype train to hype train level 6, I am so ridiculously excited to give away another juicy hitbox. Threaten me with a good time, you legends. And Mr. Bobby Viles smacking us with 10 beautiful gifted subs, my man. I cannot thank you enough, you absolutely incredible human being. And Bubba smacking us with 100 beautiful biddies. Thank you, Kevin O'Brien. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. We're already up to level 5. That escalated quickly. Damn! Goodness gracious, folks, he ain't messing around tonight. It looks like we might be giving away a hitbox. Beautiful. How about Ruben Mays for the Saints? Martin Bayless Sales for San Diego. Shout out to Melody. Mr. Rod Woodson on the team MVP. And folks, if this is what I think it is, legends. This was a huge pull back in 1991. Browning Nagel, star rookie. Not worth much now, but back then, folks, this card was frickin' huge. That is so neat and ridiculously nostalgic. Shout out to Browning Nagel. Wonder where he is now. It doesn't matter if you want a fresh Bentley. Mr. Albert Bentley. Shout out to Wyclef. Dennis Gentry for the Bears. Mr. Paul Gruber for the Bucks. How about some Miami Rice on the season leaders for the 40 Whiners? Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. Alex with another 5 beautiful gifted subs. And Tim Hudson, my favorite Axeman from Ohio, smacking us with the showstopper. Thank you so much, you absolute legend. And Mr. Mean Brady Greeny, I see you also, you handsome son of a gun. Thank you so very much for your 48th gifted sub in the family. Goodness gracious, Brad Green. You have been here a very short time as well, my brother, and you have made a huge positive impact on this community. Thank you, Brad Green. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already up to Hype Train level 7 at 50%, and you legends already know. If you want to give away 2 hitboxes, the offer always stands. If we take this thing to Hype Train level 12, we give away 2. Threaten me with a good time. Oh, you know it. Welcome back, Mr. Ray Wells. Excellent to see you, my dude. Onward. So Browning Nagel works in medical sales now. Nice. Well, good for him. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, come and knock on my door. We're here waiting for you. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference because we have some John Roper. Very nice. Beautiful. Mr. Cody Simon says, hey, D, I dropped you a line behind the scenes at the support email. Just want to give you a heads up. I appreciate that, Cody Simons. Thank you. Mrs. Junkwax will check into that ASAP. Are you leaving? Say goodbye to the CEO, ladies and gentlemen. She's leaving us. Bye, babe. Sorry, folks. Had to get some sugar. Mr. Gill, welcome back, my man. Hunter Mashburn, good evening, you legend. And Mr. Yurkich. Aw, you're an awesome human being, brother. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate that, Dane. Good to see you again, my friend. Big hugs and firm handshakes, my dude. All right, legends. Thank you so much for the warm outro to Mrs. Junkwax. J-Rod, you nailed it. Thank you, sir. Okie dokie. We do have a cornucopia of family rips to get into tonight, my dear friends. And heads up, do we have, by chance... Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that, brother. As you should. My man. Do we have a Jose Santos Jr. in the house tonight, by chance? Jose Santos Jr. Or a Quintino Pepperino, Quentin Babcock. Or a Caleb Davies. Any of those 3 folks in here? Can I pronounce it like Dane Usich? I sure can. Is it Mr. Usich? Is that how it's pronounced? Usich. Mr. Usich. Good to see you, Dane. And I appreciate you correcting me there, my good man. Mr. Hawkins Wood, what's up, buddy? Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Excellent to see you too, big man. Oleg Doncic. So, Jucic. Is it Jucic or Jucic? Me too, Jason. Me too, brother. Good to see you tonight, Dane. We'll get it eventually. Mr. Gumbo, welcome back, my man. Oh, I would love that, brother. If I got a sponsorship from HEB, threaten me with a good time. That would be magnificent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 61% on that beautiful, beautiful hype train, level 7. Looks like we might be pulling into the station at that hype train level 7. That is 1,000% okay. Mr. Amerman, if you see that TikTok switched up the badges. Super weird, right? I got to be honest, I have not looked into the back end of TikTok yet since they made that update. So I need to look into that and see what's exactly on those badges. But they look pretty sweet. Jason Hawkins, can you do a few more streams per week? I mean, we're already up to about 50 hours. But yeah, that would be rad. Mr. Dane says, so where the heck do you buy all those boxes? We get them from a variety of different places, my friend. We get some from a distributor. We get some from a local card shop. Yeah, whole bunch of different places. I appreciate that, Jason Hawkins. Thank you, good man. That's right, Onward. The dude on the corner. That's where I get him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 30 seconds left, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh that shop real quick and see where we are at. Mr. Andrew freaking Doney. What's up, AFD? Great to see you as always, big man. How's another OG of the family doing on this terrific Tuesday Nitro? Good to see you, brother. Making my night over here, AFD. Love you, buddy. Oh, my Lanta. We have quite a few orders up there at junkwaxvintage.com, my dear friends. Wow. Okie dokie. Shout out to Mr. Dave Clark. Shout out to Steely Dan. Shout out to TJ. And Mr. Whiteman. And Rob Richardson. I got you covered, gentlemen. So, Mrs. Junkwax was kind enough to go ahead and pull all the retail for us. Let's get started, shall we? Andrew Doney, recovering from a fast 5-mile run tonight. That's a beautiful thing, my man. Nicely done. I have not run 5 miles in a long time. Mr. B. Phil says, have you ever had a radio job? Your voice is perfect for it. That is very kind of you to say, my man. I have not. I would love to get into that. I just don't know how to start. Excuse me. Ryan Fenger, good evening, legend. How's our marvelous Minnesotan doing on this terrific Tuesday Nitro? That's right, Onward. My man. All right, folks. Allow me just a moment here. Let me double check that Mrs. Junkwax got Mr. Dave Clark locked in here on the 5-box baseball break. The Blue Jays, she did not yet, so we're going to lock in some Dave Clark. Thank you to the Dave Clark 5 for taking down the Blue Jays. That is how we're sitting on that 5-box MLB mixer at the moment. Next, Mr. Steely Dan taking down them boys in the football break. And she did get you on that one. Good, good, good. So we are solid. Just a heads up, folks. That is what the baseball break looks like. That is what we still have available. I sincerely appreciate the kind words there, B. Phil. Thank you so much for the compliment, buddy. And nice to have you tonight. Mr. Todd O'Hara, good evening. Oh, Drew, that would be a dream and a half, my man. To take the... Well, I would never be able to take the place, but at least I could fill in and try to fill the shoes of the late, great Mr. Dave Niehaus. Brother, come on now. That would be amazing. I can't even imagine. Mean Brad Green says, hey, Dalen, I want you to have the Mariners in that 5-box mixer. That is very kind of you. Did you buy the Mariners? You big sweetie? Oh my gosh, you did, buddy. Mrs. Junkwax locked that break spot in while I was grabbing the retail tonight. Mean Brad Green. That is unbelievably kind of you, buddy. Are you sure? You do not have to do that, my man. But of course, I am indescribably grateful, Brad Green, you big sweetie. Aw, thank you, Dave Clark. Mr. Mean Brad Green, brother. You are hitting me in the feels over here, buddy. That is ridiculously kind of you. Thank you so, so much. If you insist, I will reluctantly put my name in there. I do not make it a practice to get into my own breaks, but if somebody's going to buy me a spot in my own breaks, who am I to argue? That is very, very kind of you, Brad Green. Thank you so much, buddy. Goodness gracious, sir. All right, we're going to let that whiteout dry for just a couple of minutes while we do a little hype train giveaway, shall we? Dane says, so how do I find out how much my Topps 1991 Michael versus Magic card costs? You can look that up on eBay, my friend. eBay is your friend. That's your best bet. Mr. Todd O'Hara, it is excellent to see you back tonight, my brother. How you doing there, Toddy? Malcolm in the middle. Excellent to see you as well. Oh, I agree. Thank you so, so much. So I'm going to put you on blast, Malcolm. He says, that is a baller idea, buying Dalen a spot in his own break. I agree. Shout out to Mr. Mean Brad Green. That is super kind of you, buddy. Thank you so much. Again, I cannot thank you enough, good sir. Hey, sounds good, Miss Melody. We will see you when you get back in just a couple of minutes, I hope. We will get into our family rips here in just a moment. We got to do a hype train giveaway first. Sound good? Let's knock this little bad boy out. DJ Chicken has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask?
He says, in your shop as we speak. I love it. Thank you so much, brother. He says, which sports hit better or a better chance to hit? That's a tough question, my brother. That's a tough question. I mean, technically, every single box that we have has a chance to hit something, right? Of course, so what I will say, my man, is that is a very difficult question to answer, number one. Number two, the amount of money that you are willing to spend is almost directly equivalent to your chances of getting something that's called a hit. That is what I will say. Very nice trip. Cool, buddy. Congratulations. That's beautiful. All right. Let's do a little hype train giveaway, folks. Aw, Brad Green. Bro. That is insanely kind of you to say, buddy. You are literally hit me in the feels over here, Brad Green. You quit it, sir. I'm just kidding. Keep doing it. Love you, brother. Thank you. You tremendous sweetie. All right. Not very often that happens, folks. I'm turning all kinds of shades of red over here. Gosh dang it. Quit it. Love you, bro. All right, my dear friends. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here real quick. I need to pull a beautiful list down from junkwaxvintage.com. And we are going to run a moose race. So as always, folks, if you are over here on TikTok, I will apologize because we are live on 5 separate platforms, but TikTok is the only platform that cannot see the moose race. So if you want to see that moose race, all you got to do is make the switch to Twitch or YouTube, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. So I will give you a few seconds to do that while I am copying and pasting a list into our moose race. Shout out to Uncle Moosey, one of the oldest of OGs of the family. I love that fella. We had an anonymous gifter. I love the anonymous gifters. Thank you so much. That is extremely kind of you. Also shows me character, whoever that anonymous gifter is. Thank you so much. All right, let's go. Moose race. Oh, you know it, Craig Gamble. All right, legends. In this race, we have Valpow 2020, our newest Twitch buddy. Danny J, thank you so much for smacking that resub button for the 3rd month, you legend. Good to see you tonight, Danny. We have Alex, Mr. Invader Zim. We have our favorite Axeman from Ohio, Mr. Tim Hudson, one of the oldest of OGs of the family. We have Mr. Meanie Brad Greeny. A lot of Meanie Brad Greeny, thank you so much, you legend. We have General Custer from right here in Austin, Texas. A whole lot of General Custer, too. Thank you, Cody. We have Kevin O'Brien, moderator extraordinaire. We have Mr. Trevor Taylor, also known as Bubba, my fellow Austinite. And then we have Mr. Bobby Viles. Whole lot of Bobby Ball Game. Thank you so much, Mr. Bobby Viles. And we have 146 moose here, folks. 30 seconds on the clock. Good luck. Here you go. And it looks like we got Bobby Ballgame on the front side. And who is that? The whole shot. That is Bobby Ballgame with the whole shot. Bobby Ballgame 300. Cody Custer in the number 1 spot by about a hair. Cody Custer in the number 1 spot. Bobby Ballgame in the number 2 spot. But up comes Bobby and back goes Cody. Oh no. I am so sorry, Cody Custer. But Mr. Bobby Viles, tonight is your night, big man. Congratulations to Bobby Ballgame. Meanie Brad Greeny in the 2nd place spot, and General Cody Custer rounding out the top 3. There you go, boys. Congratulations, Mr. Bobby Viles. Allow me just a moment, buddy. Mrs. Junkwax moved my hit boxes. Thank you, Mrs. Junkwax. All right, Bobby Viles. My brother, would you do me a solid? 1, 2, 3, 6, or 9? Mr. Lears, good evening. Aw, Dane, that is very kind of you to say, buddy. Glad to have you tonight, brother. Adrian, good evening. Hello. All right, Bobby says number 3. Good luck, Bobby. Ooh, peanut butter and jealous, my dude. Ooh-wee. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Kinda. It doesn't like the black. 2024 tops. Gem Mint 10. Ellie De La Cruz Throwback Thursday rookie. And folks, that is a throwback design. I think that's 1960. I want to say either football or hockey. I'm cheating. Oh, I am so wrong. That is 2000 football. There you go. So the year 2000. Bowman football design. Ellie De La Cruz rookie and a PSA 10. Not too shabby. Congratulations, Bobby Viles, and I am peanut butter and jealous because Ellie is my PC as well. I know it. Mr. Gumbo, great to see you tonight. Mr. Slater, welcome back, my brother. Top of the Tuesday for you. My terrific Tennessean. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. Good to see you tonight, my man. All right, well, congratulations, Bobby Viles, on an absolutely beautiful slab, my brother. And I hope that is in your PC for a very long time, buddy. Beautiful. As I have said before, folks, and I will say it again, I am a sucker for the Throwback Thursday cards. I think they are so damn cool. Anytime you take those old designs and you put modern players on them, take my money. Take my money, Tops. All right, let me put your name on this little bad boy, Bobby Viles. Your nomenclature. There you go, my brother. Congratulations again, Bobby. I see you, Mr. Slate. Someday, man. Someday. Mr. Big Apple, good evening, brother. How are you? Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Okie dokie. The Outdoorist, welcome back, brother. I will absolutely do so. And Mr. Greg Money's welcome back, good buddy. Trey Smoove, how does one earn a hitbox? So those are a giveaway based on who donates to the hype train over on Twitch. That's how you get into those. Thank you, Yessie. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for the positivity, my man. Hope you're having a wonderful day there, Yessie. He sounds really happy. All right, my dear friends. Let's refresh that shop real quick, and let's get into our very first family rip of the evening, shall we? Since we do not have a Jose Santos Jr., or a Caleb Davies, or a Quentin Babcock, we will start with Mr. Craig Gamble. Craigles. Got a couple of packs of Score a Treat football. Good luck, Craig. My man. Let's go. And thank you again, The Outdoorist. Nice to see you again, buddy. And Mr. Dane, smacking me with some beautiful TikTok gifts. How dare you be so awesome. Thank you, Dane. Thank you to Mr. Amerman. Steven. Mr. 435. Thank you for my favorite gift of all time, my man. You know I love those little buggers. All right, we start off with my cousin, Mr. Dalen McMillan. Folks, if you change 2 letters out of that dude's name, that is literally my name. Funny. Speedy Gonzalez for the Patriots. Shout out to Cody Simons. Xavier Restrepo for the Titans. Josie Jewell. Robert Brazil for those now defunct Oilers. And Michael Williams for the 40 Whiners. Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. There you go, Craig Gamble. Our very first rip of the evening. Thank you so much, buddy. Nice way to start the night. And one more time, Craig, it is awesome to have you over here on Twitch, buddy. Thank you for making the switch. Excuse me. Miss Melody. I think we lost Melly P, though. Thank you, TJ. Get out of my head as always, brother. I think you and I share a right brain, sir. Somebody over here on TikTok called N. Their name is literally just N. It says, are there any packs that don't cost a fortune for possibly finding relics, etc.? Well, you got to remember, my friend, any packs that have the chances of finding anything big like that are typically not going to be super cheap. Just a thought. A good question. But if you want to go check out junkwaxvintage.com, there is a ton of lower priced stuff up there. You want to go check that out. Mr. Tyler Cooper says, what's your most expensive baseball card? Good question, my man. I have no idea. I have no clue. Maybe my Ken Griffey Jr. autograph rookie up there is pretty valuable. But I have a lot of valuable cards, my man. To be honest with you, I have never gone through and found out what is the most expensive. That's just kind of not how my brain works, man. But I appreciate the question. Thank you, Tyler. Good evening. I get that question a lot. And I hate that I don't have a better answer. Sorry, buddy. Sorry about that. I'm a collector first, and I think about the value of things secondly. I know it's probably not great, but how I roll. I know this sounds a little weird, but instead of looking at cards as money, I look at them as how they make me feel. I look at them as the nostalgia that they bring back up in my brain. I look at them as little tiny time machines that instantly take me back to a moment in time, the first very time I saw that card. So that is what gets me going, is that. More so than money, in my humble opinion. Now, always, with that being said, I completely accept that money will always be a part of our hobby. Always, right? I get it. But in my humble opinion, money should never be all of the hobby. But I will get off my soapbox. That's right, Baseball Sniper. I appreciate that, brother. Mr. K. Lee, good evening. Thank you, Travis Dunbar. I agree. And I appreciate that question, Tyler Cooper. Thank you, buddy. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Good to see you tonight, Ty. All right, ladies and gents. I don't know if we're moving on to Melody or not because I know Melody had to step away for a moment, so I'm going to be on the safe side and we will wait for her to get back. So that takes us to Mr. Glenn Poling. Glenn. Glenn. Are you here, Mr. Poling? And are you ready? Another OG of the family. Shout out to Mr. Glenn Poling. 2 packs of Fleer Baseball. 4 packs of Fleer Basketball. But we might not have a Glenn Poling in the house. I appreciate that, Brady, bruh. Welcome back, buddy. Well, it does not look like we have a Glenn Poling in the house, gosh dang it. Last shout out to Mr. Glenn Poling. And we will come back to Glenn if he's not here. No worries. All right, looks like we're coming back to Glenn. How about General Cody Custer, my fellow Austinite? Thank you so much, Colt Simmons. You and I both, brother. Oh, Onward. Boys of Summer is a beautiful product, my friend. And we do have some in the break that's up there at junkwaxvintage.com. So excited to see that one in that break as well. Good evening, Chef James Reinhart. What's up, buddy? Do we have a Cody Custer in the house? And Robert Parkinson, my dude. I think you're going to be a very happy camper here in just a couple of seconds. I have something for you, buddy. All right, looks like we're striking out on Cody Custer as well. Gosh dang it. He'll be back. No worries. How about Mr. Aaron Whiteman? Jim Cosgrove, good evening. Hey, thank you, Brady. Go Braves. Do we have an Aaron Whiteman in the house? If we do not have an Aaron Whiteman, we're going to move on to the giveaway packs. And you know what, folks? I think I'm probably going to have to start just ripping stuff as we grow and evolve. I probably won't be able to wait for everybody to be here. At some point, I'll probably just have to rip everything and people can go back and watch the replay. Sorry, thinking out loud. Alrighty. We will come back to those gentlemen. No big deal. Mr. Robert Parkinson, I know you're here, sir. Mr. Parkinson, you remember that we were doing a little giveaway based on people that purchased break spots on Friday and Saturday of last week. Well, Mr. Robert Parkinson, we did that giveaway this morning, and you got a pack, buddy. Colt Simmons, you got one too. Mr. Jason Allen, you got one as well. Marky Mark Schellenbaum, Robert Parkinson got 2. And Mr. Alan White, got 4 of them because he had a lot of entries in there. So, Mr. Robert Parkinson, why don't we start with you, and then we'll get into Colt Simmons and Jason Allen if those gentlemen are still here and ready. Sound good? This is our second rip of these 2025 Leaf National Packs. The first one was magnificent. So if you weren't here this morning, my friends, the very first one of these that we opened for Dutchie, we found not 1, not 2, but 3 bookends. One card was numbered 3 out of 3. The next one was numbered 6 out of 6, and the next one was numbered 15 out of 15. Couldn't have planned that one any better, right? That's right, John. That's right, brother. Mr. Clay Sobel, good evening, Clayster. My national buddy. How you doing tonight, bud? Hope you are well. Hope your boy is well. All right, let's go, Robert. Good luck. Thank you so much, Jason. And I know you are Colt Simmons. Thank you, Ryan Fenger. Good evening, Mr. Mark Keys. Not Marquise. All right. Good luck, Robert Parkinson. Pack number 1, you start off with Mariano Rivera on the Schmeckel. And that one is numbered 6th on print 215. How about Cam Ward? Not too shabby there, buddy. And that one is 1st on print to 3. Beautiful. Good to see you tonight, Mark Keys. How are you, my brother? And last but not least, it's a lady. Mrs. Jeanette Lee with the katana. And that one is penultimate on print, 4 out of 5 on the Jeanette. Very nice.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Robert Parkinson. Good luck, brother. Oh, is it a pool cue? It is definitely a pool cue. So sorry. That's right. Thank you, Onward. I was just hoping it was a sword. Wishful thinking. DJ Chicken, thank you so much, my good man. We're going to refresh that shop in just a moment. All right, we start off with an Elijah Haven on the Lava Parallel. That's pretty neat. Numbered 9 out of 15. How about the man, the myth, the mustache, Mr. Mike Schmidt, legend for the Fightin' Phillies. And that one is 11 out of 15 on the Mike Schmidt. And last but not least, how about the Walrus, Mr. Andy Reid, on a damn near color match. That's a pretty one. And that one is number 2 out of 4 on the Walrus. There you go, brother. I'm glad you are, Mark Keys. Good. Glad to have you tonight, buddy. All right, well, there you go, Mr. Robert Parkinson. Let me sleeve these up for you, my good man. And when you get these cards in your hot little mitts, you will see that this card stock is thick. These cards are like super stout. I like it. Like if I wanted to try to bend one, it would be probably kind of hard. Not that I would ever do that, but you know what I mean. And Mr. Colt Simmons, you're going to be up next, my man. And then after that, we have our Canadian cousin, Mr. Jason Allen. What's up, Salty Dog? Thank you, Drew. And thank you, Leonardo. I see that comment over here on Twitch as well. Mr. Robert Parkinson, those will all be in your next JWV package, my brother. Thank you as always, buddy. They're even nicer when they're free, right? Congratulations, Robert. And while I have you, brother, you have been a member of this family for a while. You are super positive, super consistent. I appreciate you so much, Robert Parkinson. Thank you, buddy. You deserve every bit of those, my man. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Mr. Colt Simmons, you're up next, brother. Good luck. And thank you, Onward. I appreciate the info there, my buddy. Oh, you lucky ducky. Folks, we have our first one of one out of the national packs. Congratulations, Mr. Colt Simmons. How about Keenan and Kel Allen? on the old school Gowdy. Like it's like a square. That is 3 out of 5 on the Keenan and Cal Allen. Nice. How about old Joey Chestnut? I believe he is a professional eater. That's fun. Oh, and you got an autographed 1 of 1, buddy. Number 2 out of 6 on the old Joey Chestnut. Shout out to Mark Chestnut. And we have a basketballer, Ace Bailey. And folks, that is our very first autograph out of our national packs. And that is a 1 of 1 on the Gold Leaf Star. Congratulations, Colt Simmons. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, buddy. I'm going to sleeve and top load that one up for you, brother. Nice. I got to be honest, I don't have a whole lot of info on Ace Bailey, but it's still a 1 of 1 autograph there, my man, and you got it for free. So can't shake a stick at that. Brand new 75-point top loader on that one, buddy. Gorgeous. Congratulations, Colt. Mr. Slater says he has a top 5 draft pick this year. Beautiful. So that is a very, very nice pull there, my man. Congratulations, brother. Thank you, Ty Hills. Excellent to have you over here on the Twitch side, my good man. Well, there you go, Colt. Does not get much better than that, brother. Congratulations. And these will all be in your pile and be in your next JWV package there, buddy. And Mr. Jason Allen, I think we have 1 to go. Jojo says Ace Bailey is very, very good. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get on these younger basketball guys. I got to be honest, basketball is not my favorite sport. I don't watch a ton of basketball. I watch a little bit. And of course, we rip a lot of basketball cards here. So I know a little bit. But I always have a lot more to learn. Ooh, it's a lady. How about another one? I believe this is going to be numbered to 5. Oh, Hope Solo. Actually, that one's numbered to 15. Nice. How about Yao Ming on the Shimmer? And that one is numbered 10th on print to 15. And last but not least, you got the Commander, White Sox legend, Mr. Carlton Fisk. And that one is numbered 2 out of 5. There you go, buddy. Beautiful. Onward says similar Ace Bailey's 1 of 1s have gone for $100 on eBay. Well, there you go, brother. Very nice. You might be able to sell that one there, Colt Simmons. Make yourself some more money to come buy into more breaks. I'm just kidding. Kinda. I'm such a dork. Okie dokie. Mr. Jason Allen, all these are going into your pile, my man. And they will be in your next JWV box. Your first JWV box, possibly. All right, all right. Well, again, gentlemen, I thank you so, so much for snagging some break spots on Friday and Saturday when we were making those lists. And glad you got some packs. Mr. McPhelan, what's up, young man? Good to see you tonight, buddy. How's your day? All right, let's get back to some family rips, shall we? But we need to refresh that shop real quick after I snag myself a little sippy. Yesy, do we have any more UFC on the way? Yes, we sure do, brother. Yep. Always. Always, always. We actually have a juicy UFC break coming next. We have a UFC Sapphire box. Topps Chrome Sapphire. Mr. Tyler Cooper, do I like hockey? I don't watch hockey, but we do rip through a ton of hockey here on the channel. So I'm learning as I go. Just a short 4 years ago, I knew basically nothing about hockey. And I've gained quite a bit of knowledge in the last 4 years, but I still have a long way to go on that one too. Similar to basketball. Good question. All right, Mr. Ortegan, Matthew, snagging down a spot in our Panini Prizm break. Thank you, Matt. As always, my friends, I will appreciate you bearing with me for just a couple of minutes here. Onward to the edge. I don't see you. Did you make a purchase, my friend? Did you make a purchase onward? Because I'm not seeing you in the shop, brother. I'm refreshing one more time, my good man. I am not seeing any, my friend, but give me just a moment here and I will go back in the shop and I'll look for you, okay? But can I lock these in real quick first, brother? And then we'll get right back to that, okay? Onward. I got you covered, my man. Craig Gamble. Yeah, I'm a little out of the loop when it comes to curling. I appreciate that, Onward. Thank you, big man. And Alex, are you going to go through the queue after you finish the locks? Yes. I think you're saying like after I lock in the break spots? Yes, of course. Absolutely. You know it, TJ. How did you know, bro? Thank you so much, Miss Melody. I've got yours here, my dear. But we moved past you because I knew you were away for just a moment. But we will come back to you in just a moment after I get these new spots locked in. All right, Matt, the California Kid, taking spot number 11. Thank you, Matt. First break magic for Mr. Ortegon. If you are here tonight, Matt, would you let me know, buddy, so I know who you are? Oh, thank you, Salty Dog. I appreciate that, brother. And Chris, when is what coming, my friend? Are you talking about the UFC break? If you're talking about the UFC break, we will see that this week. All right, next, Mr. Castro, Gil, snagging a few packs. Let me put your name on these real quick, Gil. Thank you, as always, for bearing with me, folks, for just a couple of minutes here. Tyler Cooper. Always the same thing, my friend. Always, always. Good evening, Jason Saltzgiver. Welcome back, brother. Max, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew, buddy. And Jason, thank you so much for my favorite gift of all time, my brother. You know I love those little tiny dinies. I love those little buggers. All right, Mr. Castro. We have 2 packs of Onyx Vintage and 1 pack of 1990 NBA Hoops. There you are, Gil. And you're in the queue, my brother. Next, the captain. And we're not talking about Derek Jeter. Mr. Chris Condor with the Rockies. In our 5 hobby box baseball. Thank you, Chris Condor. Got you locked in there, buddy. Mr. Alex. Oh, hell yeah. How about another 2022 MJ Holdings box? Love it. Thank you, Invader Zim. There you go, my brother. You're in the queue, sir. Next is the Dave Clark 5. Snag of the Blue Jays, and already got that one locked in. Beautiful. So we are current in the shop. Globalize Go Trading. Thank you for smacking the follow button. I appreciate it. Welcome to the crew, buddy. And Crazy Grunt. Nice to have you, brother. Good evening, Jerry. How you doing, TTG? Big hugs and firm handshakes, my brother. Happy Tuesday, Nitro, buddy. All right, let's get back to some family rips, shall we? And of course, my friends, if you want to fill that MLB PYT tonight, that would be magnificent. Miss Melody says, in fact, you had a jockey autograph out of that product, the one from back in the day with the French-sounding name. Which product we talking about there, Miss Melody? Spam cans. Good evening. I love it, and thank you so much for being over there on YouTube, my brother. Outstanding. All right, give me just a moment here, folks. Looking up for Mr. Onward. Yep, I see you right here, buddy. 2 Squishmallow packs. I got you covered, Onward. Let me check something here real quick. Okay, so we're doing 2 per. So you have 4 packs, Onward. Yeah, got you covered there, buddy. There you go, onward to the edge. Got you covered, brother. And we are squared away, folks. Let's get back into our family riffs and Miss Melody. Are you ready, my dear? Stoked to bust into our first packs of Squishmallows. Oh, yes, yes, yes. You're absolutely right, Miss Melody. Correct. Yep. I got you now. All right, Miss Melody, gonna put on a movie for us tonight, folks. Good evening, Kirk Woa. Good to see you tonight, Scott. So, folks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs of Score a Treat football. And then, of course, my dear friends, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs of Squishmallows. Let's go, Melody. And then we also have a beautiful Series 2 hockey box. Let's see if we can't find you some Connor Bedard. But let's start with some Score a Treat football, shall we? Then we'll get into our Squishmallows, and we'll finish off with that hockey. Good luck, Miss Melody. As always, we're going to rip all these little bad boys down and go through them together.
Ooh, yeah.
Good to see you tonight, Kirkamus. My brother from another mother. How's your Tuesday, buddy? Gil, thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. Much appreciated. Would love to find you a Jackson Dart in here, Miss Melody. Ah, there you go, Jason Allen. My man. Smart. I like where your head's at. Mr. Dustin Clark, good evening. I did see those Bobby Vials. Yes, sir. They had them last year, too. They are so damn cool. But we ripped through a ton last year, and we were never able to find one. Actually, no, I take that back. We did find one. I can't remember who it was right off the top of my head, though. All right, here we go, Melly. Starting out with Uncle Smitty's Eagles with some Cooper DeJean. Chris Long. Oh, Miss Melody. Oh, my Lanta. I think that you have done this twice today, my friend. You got a black Hollow Web SSP this morning. And I think you got another one, homie. Goodness gracious. I know. Mr. Chris Long for the Rams. Holston Loveland for the Bears. Tucker Kraft. And I know you love me. We're going to sweat that one for just a moment. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Mr. Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins. Chris Godwin. Jerome Ford. DJ Giddens. Shout out to DJ Pollo. Marvin Harrison Jr. Trent Dilfer. That's fun. Benjamin Morrison. Shout out to Greg Morrison. Ryan Thomas Jr. Quentin Johnston. Elijah Badger for the Chiefs. Khalil Mack. Joshua Carty. Quinshawn Judkins. Nick Bonito. Bijan Bijan. Jalen Noel. Mr. JT. What you got for me? Jonathan Taylor. Thomas. How about old Greg Dortch? Travion Henderson. Eddie Pinero. Dalen Warren for the Steelers. James Pierce, go Vols. Chop and the Swiss family. Portland Sutton. And Elijah Arroyo for our Seattle Sea Chickens. Miss Melody, you are correct. That is my son's PC, old Scatabo. That dude is a tank. I watched that dude run through like 4 defenders. Carried one of them on his back. That dude is a powerhouse. Kind of reminds me of Emmitt Smith back in the day. All right, let's see what our sweat is here, legends. Good luck. Sports Sanctuary says SSP is a Cam Scatabo. That would be magnificent. I appreciate that. Good evening, Ashley 4. Great to see you tonight. Shout out to you and Caleb. Ripping the Band-Aid off. It is a black candy parallel, and that is Marvin Harrison Jr. Beautiful, Miss Melody. Congratulations, my friend. Sleeving and top-loading that one up for you. It was not Scatabo, but it is numbered to 99, and it is Marvin Harrison Jr. Congratulations, Miss Melody. That's a pretty one. 6th on print to 99. That is our very first numbered card that we have found out of these packs. Congratulations, my dear. On the stand he goes. All right, let's see if we can't find you one in the Squishmallows. Make the hat trick for you today here, Miss Melody. She found a black hollow web this morning in the basketball packs. She found a black hollow web in the football packs. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy in the old Squishmallows, eh? All the like products. Oh, Caleb and Ashley, you had got me on the big screen TV while you're in bed. Beautiful. Well, shout out to Caleb and Ashley. Steely Dan says, nice, Melly. I agree. Mr. Dennis Dutton, good evening, my brother. You are just in time to see us ripping into our very first packs of Squishmallows. And Beema Brian, you absolutely incredible human being. Thank you so much for the beautiful TikTok gifts. I appreciate you, Brian. Miss Melody, I appreciate you snagging our very first Squishmallow packs. So you're looking for Avery the Duck, eh? So I did a little bit of research into this, folks, because I had a feeling that we were going to rip through some Squishmallows tonight. You and I both, Brad Green. So we are looking for Jake the Black Cat. Believe it or not, that is the most rare Squishmallow card they have ever made, allegedly. So Jake the Black Cat, Emily the Bat, Alva the Witch, Karina the Witch Cat, Lucasta the Ghost, Benny the Bigfoot, and Archie the Axolotl. Those are the big chases in the Halloween Squishmallows. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Beema Brian. Great to have you as always, my brother. Mr. Saltzgiver says, I heard it's one in every case. Are you talking about the Black Cat? Gosh, I hope so. That would be sick. All right, we start off with a Staley. Gosh, these cards are... Oh, my Lanta. Did you do it again, Melody? I swear to gosh. If you got a Black Web SSP in here, you deserve every bit of it, my friend. All right, we got Staley. Shout out to Lane Staley. How about Shiny Casey? Undead and Unstoppable. Bye, Felicia. How about Felice? Ariana Grande. Ooh, spooky. Flash Gordon. Mr. Rob Nesius with the hand hearts. I hand heart you right back, you legend. Good to see you tonight, Rob. Niche. How about Kara? The Undead and Unstoppable. Lori. Caprina. Happy Halloween from the Squishmallows. Alani. Brock. The Pooch. Some squad goals. I see what they did there. Mr. Krillich, what's up, Steve-O? Good to see you tonight, buddy. How about Demi? Habib. It's fall, y'all. Aja. Charlin. Happy Halloween from the Squishmallows. Mr. Gaines. Krital. It's a Swamp Thing. That's fun. Shout out to Swamp Thing. Hans. Booty. Fantastic. Gildy. Mariposa. And a purple Squishmallows. Finishing that one off for you, Miss Melody. Very, very nice, my friend. Gotta love the Squishmallows. Good evening, Caleb. Welcome back, my brother. Happy Tuesday, Nitro, buddy. Mr. Steve Krilich says, bought 7 packs of the 1991 Fleer basketball. Thank you so much, Steve-O. We will get through those in just a moment, my friend. I appreciate your patience. We do have a little bit of a queue tonight, my brother. So I hope you're okay with hanging for a few. Mr. Angelo Oshawada, good evening, legend. Top of the Tuesday to you, my brother. All right, Miss Melody. Let me snag myself a little sippy. We're down to one last box.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. Roast right back at you, Caleb. Good to see you tonight, buddy. Thank you and Ashley for having me up on the big screen. All I need is a more giant cranium. I appreciate you making it bigger there, my brother. Shout out to you and Ashley. Mr. Angelo Oshawada says, tap in the evening. My man. How was your day, Angelo? Good to see you, my brother. All right, empty box, Miss Melly. Miss Melody says, Mr. Dalen, if I may beg the Felice to Onward on the Edge. That is very kind of you, Miss Melody. I am absolutely happy to facilitate that. So, Felice. There it is. And that goes to Onward on the Edge, or Onward to the Edge. You got it there, buddy. Beautiful. And I appreciate you paying that one forward to the family, Miss Melody. I love you so much, Caleb. You silly goose. I want one too. All right, there you go, Onward, courtesy of Miss Melody. And thank you again, my friend, for paying that forward to the family. All right, Miss Melody, how about that pack number 4 to the side, because it is Tradicion. Good luck. There you go, River. My man. Very nice. And Mr. Nicius, you absolute legend. Bro, I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful Tiny Dinies, brother. Thank you so, so much. Taking us up to 28 out of 50 on our Tiny Diny goal tonight. I would probably just use it for the carpool lane there, Caleb. All right, Miss Melody. Let's go Connor Bedard hunting, shall we? Mr. Richard Ortwich, our Portland pal. Good evening, my brother. How are ya? Shout out to you and Naomi. All right, we have Ilya Samsonite. How about Lil Troy? Victor Olofsson. Alex Newhook. Owen Beck on the glossy for the Canadians. Oh, hell yeah. How about a Bobby Dazzler? And it's Connor freaking Bedard. Miss Melody. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
You know it, Steely Dan. Thank you, brother. Good to have you tonight, Bryant. Miss Melody. That might be a pre-grader, my dear. A beautiful Bobby Dazzler from Oak Island. Mr. Connor Bedard. That is the first Bobby Dazzler Connor Bedard that we have ever pulled. That is sick. Would you just look at it? Nicely done, Melly P. What a day for you, my friend. Let's move on, shall we? Anything else is gravy. I know, Mr. Mashburn. Thank you, buddy. Absolutely right, Jason. Thank you, Danny. All right, we have Adrian Kempe on the Ecliptic for your Kings. Dylan Larkin. Trevor Moore. Logan O'Connor. Igor Shesterkin. Do not spit in that Cop's burger. Andrew Kopp. Mr. Cheney. I am doing very well tonight, my brother. How was your Tuesday? And good to see you again. Nick Schmaltz. Hello, Nurse. Darnell Nurse. for the Edmonton Oilers. Old Mitch Marner for the Maple Leafs. Kent Johnson with the Weather. Nino Niederreiter. Nathan McKinnon for our Colorado cousins on the Glossy. Kirill Kaprizov on your Upper Deck canvas for Minnesota. Nice. Jamie Benn for your Deep Roots set, Miss Melody. I know you've been trying to put that subset together because it's pretty damn cool. Jake McCabe, just laying down on the job. Way to go, Jake. Old Shea Theodore, who is no longer a Las Vegas Golden Knight. Kyle and the Jets. Kyle Connor. Artem Zub. Mr. Bellier, welcome back, E. Good to see you tonight, my man. Nailed it, Jason. Thank you. Gotcha, Mr. Cheney. Well, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. Great to have you again. Philip Kurashev for up there in the Chicago area. Andre Palat. Jake Sanderson for Ottawa. Jordan Bennington. Michael Kesselring on the Young Guns for the now Mammoth. Will Kyle on the Superstar. Instinctive Jordan Bennington. So nice you got him twice for the Blues. Braden is always on point for Tampa Bay. And that's actually a really fun card. I like that. Josh Norris, Duck's nephew. Alex DeBrincat, Justin Falk, and JJ Paterka. Finishing off your base packs there, Melody. Caleb says, guessing you like the Kraken. Oh, yes, sir. I sure do. Like I said earlier, I don't actually watch a lot of hockey. I would love to watch more, but I just don't have a whole lot of time to watch anything, if I'm being honest with you. Except my UFC, of course. And typically I have to go back and watch the replay on those. Alrighty. Last pack magic, Miss Melody. Good luck. Oh, I love it, TJ. When your son asks you to play soccer, you gotta go play soccer, brother. Nicely done. Well played. All right, we start off with a Pavel Buchnevich. Connor and the Jets. Connor Hellebuck. Braden Schneider. Jonathan Bergeron. Oh. A backwards Schmeckel. Tyler Toffoli for the Calgary Flames on the PCs. Those are pretty. Igor Afanasyev. Kirill Kaprizov. So nice, you got him twice on the PCs. Clayton Keller. Folks, there you go, Miss Melody. That is absolutely beautiful. Would you just look at it? I believe that is an SP. Congratulations, Miss Melody. We have pulled one other of these. It's been quite a while. Oh, thank you, Benny. And we actually had it graded, and it did come back a 10. That was for our buddy, Mr. Malin Wood. There you go, Miss Melly. I think that is called an outburst parallel, if my memory serves me correctly. Very, very nice. For Minnesota, Clayton Keller. And we're finishing strong here, Miss Melly. Gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? Adam Pellick. Jason Robertson for Up the Road in Dallas. Anthony Cirelli and Evgeny Malkin. Last but not least for the Penguins. Shout out to old Trevor Taylor. And yes, I did, Craig Gamble. My man. Well, Miss Melody, an absolutely magnificent group of rips today, my friend. Congratulations, Miss Melly. Damn. Of course, Miss Melly P, if you want to put that Connor Bedard into the pre-grade pile, I'm very happy to do so. But if you want to just keep that raw, I get that too. Never any pressure, my friend. On any of those. That Marvin Harrison Jr. to 99 is beautiful. And that outburst, Clayton Keller. The last outburst we found was also a Young Guns, though. So that is the very first, base outburst, I think, that we have found here in the family. In your pile, Miss Melody. Benny, thank you so much, brother. I need all the help I can get in the hockey department. Conrad Arsenault says, I just pulled a 3-color auto patch Connor Bedard number to 25. That's magnificent, my man. Congratulations, Conrad. High five, brother. All right, these are going in your pile, Miss Melody. Thank you as always, my friend. We have found some truly magnificent cards, you and I, Miss Melody. Thank you, Val Pal. I appreciate the positivity, my friend. We got to bust into our second spicy water of the evening. Cheers, my friends. Barost. Kareem. Excuse me. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, you know, Lane David. It is always spicy. Good to see you tonight, my man. How was your Tuesday, Laner? And Conrad, that green Bobby Dazzler Connor Bedard is cool. You're right. I agree. Fun fact, we have ripped through a ton of that product. And that is the very first Connor Bedard Bobby Dazzler that we have found. And I love that we found that for Miss Melody. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. TJ says, how well do you know mammoths from Wildcard? We have ripped through a lot of them here on this channel, my brother. What question you got, TJ? If I can help, I'd be happy to. Mr. Ollie, our brother from Down Under. Good to see you tonight, Ollie. How you doing, big man? Oh, thank you, Val. Wonderful. I appreciate that so much. Valerie. Shout out to... what's that gal's name that passed away? Amy Winehouse. There you go. That was a wonderful song. Shout out to Valerie. Nice to have you over here on Twitch, Valerie. Thank you, my friend. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Baseball Sniper. Snagged a spot in the Prism break. Beautiful, brother. We're going to refresh the shop here in just a moment. Mr. Meanie Brad Greeny, smacking us with some beautiful TikTok gifts. Thank you, good sir. I see you over there, you handsome son of a gun. Shout out to 1012 Breaks. Okie dokie, folks. We need to refresh that shop real quick before we get back into our family rips. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, if you would. TJ, you got 2. You got a 1-of-1 Baker Mayfield and a 1-of-1 Ashton Jonty from the National Exclusive set. So all of those are 1-of-1s, TJ, by the way. There are some of them that are a true 1-of-1, but all of them are 1-of-1s. Thoughts on both players for the year? I think the Ashton Jonty could be a big one. Maker Bayfield, I have no idea. I'd have to double check on that one. But yeah, they're all 1-of-1s, my friend. Yep. We actually went through an entire case here on the channel. We ripped through 24 of them. So typically when you have a case of them, you find one true 1-of-1 that has an autograph. And it actually says true 1-of-1 on it. Shout out to Wildcard. Thank you so much, Victor Lopez. Nice, buddy. Outstanding. That's right, Lane Davis. Good to see you tonight, my man. Beautiful. Well, I hope I can take your mind off it for just a couple of minutes. All right, we do have some brand new orders up here, folks. Shout out to Mr. Trevor Taylor for snagging 6 Squishmallow packs. Love you, Double T. See if we can't find you something juicy in there, Trevor Taylor. Shout out to my fellow Austinite. And Stephen Krilich, you're up next. There you go, Bubba. Thank you, looking crazy. Welcome back, my friend. Happy Tuesday Nitro, buddy. All right, in the queue. Next, Mr. Krilich, Steven. Taking 7 1991 Fleer basketball packs. Thank you, Steven. And I appreciate you folks bearing with me for just a moment. Seven packs of basketball. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go, Steven. You're in the queue, my friend. Thank you for your patience. Next, Mr. Holzapple, Sean. Snagging 6 Score a Treat football packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you, Mr. Sean Holzapple. Got you locked in there, buddy. And then we are current. Beautiful. All right, all right. Let's get back to it, shall we? So, Alex, you are 4 people away, my friend. 4 people away, brother. So just to let you know the cue, my dear friends, next is going to be Mr. Glenn Poling, if he is here. Are you here, Glenn? Hey, Dan, welcome back, brother. Great to see you tonight, big man. Happy Tuesday Nitro, buddy. Do we have a Glenn Poling in the house? So Glenn Poling will be next. Then we have General Cody Custer. Then we have A.A. Ron Whiteman. Then we have Mr. Invader Zim Alex. Then we have Gil Castro. Then we have Mr. Onward to the Edge. And then Trevor Taylor. And then Steven Krilich. And then Mr. Sean Holzapple. So deep queue this evening, my friends. Thank you for your patience tonight. Do we have a Glenn Poling in the house? Good to see you tonight, Bill. What's up, man? I hope all is well with you too, brother. Good to see you tonight, Bill. It looks like we do not have a Glenn Poling. How about General Cody Custer? Are you in here, my fellow Austinite? There's my man. Thank you, Cody Custer. Good luck, brother. We have 4 packs of 1991 Fleer basketball. And we have 5 packs of 1991 Fleer baseball. Excuse me. We are going provisions hunting, my dear friends. Let's start with baseball. Good luck, Cody Custer. Oh, there you go. Shout out to the Blue Jays. Win another one. Nice. I think I chose the Blue Jays today in 5 for 5 baseball. I'm almost positive. We'll have to check that. See how I did today. I actually got a 5 for 5 on Saturday. Been a while since I've had a 5 for 5. So for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, we actually have an app that we all play here in this family. It is called 5 for 5 Baseball. It is a fantasy baseball app. It is totally free. So if you're interested, I can show you, even though baseball season is already almost over. So I don't know if you'd want to join now. All right, we start out with a Ruby Soho, Luis Soho, Mikey Witt, Norm Charlton. And folks, I found a Norm Charlton autograph in the collection that we bought. So I'll be auctioning that off on Friday on Whatnot. Dan Petrie, Delino DeShields, one of my favorite Mariners, Mr. Edgar Martinez, Mikey Moore. How about a little Dickey? Fawn, Jim DeShays, Mark Parent, Jesse Barfield, Danny Gladden for Minnesota, Mr. Molitor, Rick Parker, the Minnesota Twins on the sticker. That's right, Onward. How about Kevin Belcher? Excuse you. That's right, Jason Saltzgiver. We are 36 minutes into JWAD tonight, my brother. Reliable Packs, thank you for smacking that follow button, my brother. And Dallas, good evening, my good man. How you doing, Dallas? And we're not talking about J.R. Ewing. Mr. Hunter Mashburn. I don't think I've seen anything for you yet, Hunter. But if I can get through this rip real quick, buddy, and then I can check for you, okay, bud? How about Mr. Dale Murphy for the Fightin' Phillies? Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. It's Jack Dougherty. Jeff Blauser. Mikey Walker. Gary Thurman. Bobby Thigpen. Tom Brunansky. Jerome Walton. Shout out to Travis Walton. Milt Thompson. Stan Belinda. Carlisle. Bryn Smith. Old Todd Stottlemyre. Kim Belcher. Couple of Belchers. Excuse you, gentlemen. What do we have back here? Logo stickers. Orioles, Bo Sox, White Sox, and Angels. Mr. Burns. Mikey Bell. Wally Whitehurst. Carlos Quintana. Mickey Tettleton. That is indeed a Provisions. We're going to get into that in just a moment. We will sweat that for just a moment. That's right, Dallas. How about a checklist? Marvell Wynn. Liren Liriano. Jim Leyritz. Ben McDonald. That would have been a nice pull back in 1991. That dude was a stud. Jerry Brownie. Shout out to Mean Brad Greeny. Oh, Hunter Mashburn. Yes, I have that one, my brother. Absolutely. Thank you, Hunter. Oh, Bill Hasselman. Alex Fernandez. The Braves. Lee Stevens. Kurt Stillwell. Thicker than a couple of Snickers, Mr. Cecil Fielder. Dan Pasqua. Billy Davis. Dougie Fresh Jennings. Old Tom Glavine. Don't see him sliding into home very often. Alejandro Pena. Luis Rivera. Mark Williamson. Derek May for the Cubbies. Milt Kyler. Frank Wills. Bert Schilling. And last but not least, your team logo stickers. Let's find out what's in that pack number 4 before we sweat that Provisions. I'm hoping it's Bo Jackson for you. I hope. Starting out with a Johnny Mitchell. Shout out to Uncle Moosey and Mr. Ryan Bruns. Gene Larkin. Neil Heaton. Lenny Harris with Big Joe Cotta co-starring. Junior Felix. Jimmy Jones. Eric the Red. Cat Lemon. I don't practice Santovinia. I ain't got no crystal ball. Oh, Billy Swift, who was on that 1985 USA team with Mark McGuire. Dave Henderson, Dave Hollins, back-to-back Daves, Eric Anthony, Tommy Howard, and WKRP in Cincinnati. Finishing that one off. All right, my brother. Good luck. It is my PC since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, Mr. Jose Canseco. Beautiful, brother. Nice one. Not too shabby in the centering department either. Just a scotch off from top to bottom. But still absolutely beautiful, and I will top load that one up for you, buddy. Congratulations, my man. There you go, General Custer. I agree. Good evening, Billy Casper. How you doing tonight, big boy? Big guy? Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. Ah, very cool. E-Dubs Resurrected. Nice, buddy. Awesome. All right, Mr. Cody Custer. Let's see if we can't find you another Provisions out of the basketball. Pack number 4 to the side. Good luck, buddy. Mr. Billy Casper, how was your Tuesday, my good man? That's right, General Custer. You did very well this morning, my brother. I sincerely appreciate you lighting up the shop today, Cody. That's right, my man. Today was a good day for you. That is a fact. Mr. Bob Mattingly, good evening, legend. He says, Dalen, are the Provisions more valuable? I have a Bonds, Henderson, and Rhino Provisions, but the backgrounds are white. Is that just a different year, or what's up with that? So those are actually from the factory set, Bob Mattingly. So those were not actually pulled in packs. Those came in a box set. And those are a little bit less valuable because you know when you buy a set that you're going to find those, right? So those are slightly less valuable, but if they come in a PSA 10 slab, they can still be very, very valuable. So if they're centered really nicely, if everything looks solid, if you want to send those in for pre-grading, that's what I would suggest. Because on those, it's kind of 10 or nothing. If it comes back anything less than a 10, it might be tough to get the grading feedback if you want to sell it. It is my pleasure, Bob Mattingly. Thank you for asking, buddy. I love those Provisions, the white ones. Those are the only ones I don't have, believe it or not. All right, here we go, brother. Oh, my Lanta. Cody Custer. You did it again, my brother. I love it so much. Congratulations, Cody Custer. How about another Provisions? All right, we start off with Mr. Ron Hampa. The All-Star Game from 1991. Oh, I am peanut butter and jealous, Kerry Loney. That's really cool, buddy. I've been PCing Jose Canseco since I was about 8 years old. He was my original favorite first baseball player. First favorite baseball player. You know what I mean. All right, we have Scotty Too Hottie Skiles, master of the receding hairline. Mr. Mark Price. Reggie Miller. Oh, hell yeah. How about a little MJ on the 1991 All-Star team? Beautiful. And believe it or not, folks, that in a PSA 10 is very valuable as well. Just leaving that one up for you, buddy. For our now defunct Seattle Supersonics, Mr. Ricky Pierce. Thank you so much, Victor Lopez. I appreciate that, buddy. Old and Polynice, former Seattle Supersonic. I'm going to sick my dog on old Jack Sigma. And we're going to sweat that one, too. We'll come back to that one in just a moment. Rest in peace to Mr. Drazen Petrovich. Kevin McHale, looking like a stepdad. That's right, Onward. You saw the CEO back there. Shout out to the best CEO on planet Earth. Elton Spencer. Thank you, Baseball Sniper. Rick Edelman, who is also a heck of a player himself. The Flat Top, Mr. Chris Mullen. The Round Mounder Rebound, Mr. Charles Barkley. That is not terrible, man. Terrible. The big man Patrick Ewing on the All-Star game. Tim Hardaway on the All-Star. The original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Laimbeer. Jay Humphries. Buck Williams on the league leaders. Yes, he was Yoshi. You are correct. And is that Mr. 3D Glasses back there? Is that you, sir? Long time no see, Yoshi. How you doing, my friend? If that is the right Yoshi. Oh, it is. Good to see you tonight, my man. It has been a minute, brother. How are you? Mr. Vernell Coles. Kenny Smith. Gotcha. Just had a hiccup over on the Twitch. And we are back on the Twitch. So, folks, we had a little hiccup over here. Can you guys see me? I just want to make sure. Excuse me. Are we back over here on Twitch, folks? I hope so. Billy Casper, I appreciate the positivity, buddy. I've been moving today, helping a buddy move. Yikes. Well, kudos to you, Billy Casper. You're a good man. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Mr. Big Sam Bowie. I think we are E-dubs. Did we just become best friends? I appreciate that, brother. Gotta love some Jose Canseco. Robbie, good evening. Riosh. I sincerely appreciate the tiny diny, and I heart you right back, my brother. Good to see you tonight, Chris. How about the Round Mounder Rebound on the All-Star? Tommy Tolbert. Randy White. Earl Bailey. With Pippin since been Pippin. Co-starring. Kenny Smith. Brad Dougherty. Harry Porter. Breaking Benoit Benjamin for our Seattle Supersonics, old Double Lot. The Rain Man, Mr. Sean Kemp on the Slam Dunk. Shout out to my Seattle Supersonics. BJ Armstrong, Liddell Eagles, Mr. Anderson. You know it, Kerry Loney, my man. D. Brown on the Slam Dunk for Baston. Orlando Woolridge, Tony Campbell for Minnesota. And Mr. Anderson. Last but not least, for right down the road in San Antonio. Beautiful. That's right, Billy Casper. I agree, brother. I have helped more friends than I can even count move over the last 30 years or so. So kudos to you, my man. I know that's not easy. Oh, we have one more pack left. Your pack number 4.
One down, one to go.
Good luck, General Custer. The Talking Donut. Good to see you tonight, my man. I love it. We've got beef, bro. Good to see you tonight, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hey, smart man, Billy Casper. I like it. All right, we have a Darnell Valentine. I don't blame you one bit, Billy. Bob Hill. Mr. Airmail himself, Karl Malone. AC Green. Say Less. Jim Less. Wes Unseld. And you absolutely incredible human being, Mr. Cheney. And Chris. I sincerely appreciate you killing off my tiny goal tonight, gentlemen. Thank you so, so much. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friends. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Robertson. Livingston. Mark Jackson, Sans Menendez brothers. Jerry Sloan. Professor X, Xavier McDaniel, another former Seattle Supersonic. Reggie Williams, Glenn Rice, and Mikey Schuler. Back when coaches were classy. All right, General Custer. Let's see what we have here, brother. Mr. Rod Higgins on the back. Jack Sikma on the front. And Mr. Airmail himself. So nice, you got him twice. Mr. Carl Malone on the Provisions. There you go, my dude. 2 Sport Rips, 2 beautiful Provisions. Congratulations, Cody Custer. You folks know when we find these, we always top load them up for you too. And that is a brand new 35-point Junk Wax Vintage top loader there for you, Cody Custer. And you have gotten yourself a few of these Junk Wax Vintage top loaders. They're pretty sweet, in my humble opinion. I hope they'll stay in your PC for a very long time there, Cody Custer. Thank you, my brother. All thanks go to you, sir. And I am super grateful that you're in this family, Cody Custer. And as I always say, my brother, I can't hardly wait to meet you in person, buddy, because that day's coming. Allow me just a moment, my friends. All right, that's better. Little housekeeping. That's right, Casper. I sure do. I work for Spasiwota. Mr. E-Dubs Resurrected. Was Provisions basically an insert back then? Yes. Yes. But I think they're really neat. And we have been hunting them. So this is the whole set. We got Magic, Mr. Airmail himself, Patrick Ewing, the Round Mound to Rebound, Mr. Michael Jordan. That is obviously my favorite one. That is so damn cool. And wonderfully centered. The Admiral, Mr. David Robinson, that actually is nicely centered. And then we're into some baseball. Old Kirby Puckett, Will the Thrill, Ruben Sierra, Mr. Mark McGuire before he got all juicy. Charizard, welcome to the family, buddy. Thank you for smacking that follow button. There is my personal favorite one, Mr. Bo Jackson. Jose Canseco, my PC since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Doc Gooden. Mikey Greenwell. The Rocket, Roger Clemens. Eric the Red Davis. Mr. Donnie Baseball, shout out to Bob Mattingly. And Daryl Strawberry. Last but not least. Pretty cool, right? I do not have the football set yet. But someday I will. Bubba, Austin Card Show Meetup, tempt me with a good time, brother. Absolutely. And we do have a card show coming up in October, I believe. So, Cody Custer, Trevor, might be our Huckleberry gentleman. This might be. All right, one more shout out. Do we have a Glenn Poling in the house tonight? Chris, I don't blame you one bit, buddy. I don't blame you one bit. I remember when he got busted. Or Daryl Strawberry. Luckily, he has turned his life completely around since then. He's been in recovery for a long time. All right, no Glenn Poling tonight, gosh dang it. How about Ron Whiteman? Aaron, are you here tonight, big man? And just to let you know the cue here, folks. Alex, you're up next. Gil Castro and Onward. You're on deck and in the hole. Dan, what is the name on your order one more time, buddy? I don't think so. Oh, I see you here, brother. I see you. I just refreshed that shop, my friend. Yeah, I just refreshed the shop, brother. So we have a healthy queue tonight, my good man. I sincerely appreciate your patience. Thank you so, so much. So I do need to rip through a few more family rips, and then we'll officially refresh the shop, and I'll grab that stuff down from the wall, okay? But I want to keep this train going. And Mr. Whiteman, thank you, AA Ron. Good to see you tonight, my brother. So we have some Squishmallows. And we have 3 packs of 2025 Onyx Vintage. Let's go Squishmallows first, shall we? Good luck, Dr. AA Ron. That's right, Jason. Time to get squishy. We're just going to open them all, go through them together. Thank you, Mr. Bailey. I appreciate your patience, my good man. These Squishmallows are fun. This is our second official rip of Squishmallows here in the family. And believe it or not, folks, there is numbered cards and SSPs that can be found in these Squishmallows. I had no idea. All right, good luck, AA Ron. And we start off with old Rad Rosemary. Calio. How about some Fright Night Diner with the Squishmallows? Aldrin. Winston. Let's unwind with these Squishmallows. Page. Mr. Orlin. More Halloween time with the Squishmallows. Medea. Funky Cold Medea. Tyra the kitty. We're looking for Jack the Black Cat. That is the rarest one. Benty. Shout out to Mr. Bertie. Carly. The more Halloween with the Squishmallows. Melfi in the Belfry. Avery. I think that was the one that Melody was looking for. Very nice. And the Boo Squad. Last but not least. Gotta love some Squishmallows. That's right. That's what I was thinking, Melody. There you go on the Avery. Nice. Our first Avery sighting. All right, Dr. A.A. Ron. Let's get into some baseball, shall we? Onward. So the cards will have numbers on them. We will be able to see them. Looking forward to it, Miss Melody. I like it. Thank you, Jason Saltzgiver. So he says supposedly the Jack is 1 per case. So that's the case hit. Well, we do have a case. So we're going to see if we find it. Although, we might be giving out some of it for Halloween. So maybe one of the kids will find it. We don't know. We have so much of this product. It's kind of crazy. I think we have 20 boxes. And I think there's like a crazy amount of packs per box. And we have 20 boxes. So lots of Squishmallows. Oh, my Lanta. I think we got a little parallel back here for you, A.A. Ron. All right, we have Emil Morales. L. Willits. Thomas White. Walker Jenkins from Minnesota. Stud prospect. Marcelo John Mayer. Some room for squares. Paul Skeens. Very nice. Kyle Teal. Jamie Arnold on your parallel. And that one's numbered to 10. Nice one, brother. Beautiful. Uploading that one up for you, A.A. Ron. Mr. Esposito. Good to see you tonight, Greg. How is our awesome Arizonan? Walker Jenkins, so nice you got him twice. Noah Miller. Sammy Basayo. Brady Harris. Jamie Arnold. Andrew Painter. And Sal Stewart for WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go, Dr. A.A. Ron. Beautiful. Mr. Peacher, really? You silly goose. My man. He says, I wasn't paying attention. I heard Paul Skeens, and I thought Paul Skeens has Squishmallows? My man. He does not. But we found a sweet little Paul Skeens in the Onyx Vintage for our buddy, Dr. A.A. Ron. There you go, buddy. I did top load that one up for you. It's numbered second on print to 10. Not too shabby there, buddy. That is one of the lower card numbers that we have found in the Onyx Vintage. So, Dr. Whiteman, as always, my good man, thank you for snagging those down from junkwaxvintage.com and giving the family some eye candy. And those will be in your next JWV package, my good man. Sorry about that, folks. Little housekeeping. Stepping on wrappers down here. All right. Thank you again, AA Ron. You did not mess up tonight, AA Ron. Oh, by the way, folks, I have to share with you. So I was writing back to somebody in customer service today. This has nothing to do with cards, by the way. I'm just sharing this with you because we're friends. I was writing to a guy customer service style today, and his name happened to be Aaron. So to be funny, I wrote him back and I thanked him for his help, and I said, thank you very much, AA Ron. The guy wrote back, and he changed his official signature. So I don't know how many of you have seen professional signatures at the end of email letters, right? His professional signature in all of the other correspondence that he had written to me, his name was Aaron. But he changed it on this one to say AA Ron. Love it. The whole time I was hoping he would get that reference. He definitely got it. Love that guy. Well played, AA Ron. Mr. Marty Skirliffin. Hi. Good evening, Marty. Nice to see you tonight, buddy. Mr. Invader Zim. Alex. You patient man. Are you ready, brother? That's awesome, E-dubs. Congratulations, my man. I'd be very excited as well. Beautiful, brother. Nice pull. Oh, Yoshi. You made it over here, my brother. Well, shout out to Mr. 3D Glasses. Nice to see you, Yoshi. Big hugs and firm handshakes to another OG of the family. So, legends, can we get that warm Junk Wax vintage welcome to our buddy Marley over here? Marty. That's going to take some getting used to. But it's nice to see you, Yoshi. Great to see you, my man. That's right, Danger. Thank you, Dan. All right, Mr. Alex. Are you ready, my good man? And Gil, you're up next. Feliciano, good evening, my brother. Top of the Tuesday to you, buddy. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence. What's up, brother? Shout out to Alex. Just want to make sure you're here tonight, Alex. Think we might have lost Alex. I hope not. I hope so too, Jason. Well, gosh dang it. I think we missed our buddy Alex. But we will come back to Alex. Gil Castro. Are you here, my brother? Estamos listos. And like I said earlier, folks, I'm kind of thinking out loud. But I think as we move forward, I might just rip stuff as we get it. And people can come back and watch the replay. All right. Thank you, Gil. I appreciate that, brother. Y buena suerte. Good luck. Let's start with some Onyx Vintage. We will finish off with that 1990 Hoops. See if we can't find you that elusive Mark Jackson. Maybe a Michael Jordan. I appreciate your trying to reach out there, Onward. Thank you, buddy. I see you. I know, Danny. We will rip through that in just a moment, my friend. I think Alex just stepped away for a moment. No biggie. He's a busy fella. Adulting sucks sometimes. All right, we start off with your number one prospect, Mr. Roman Anthony. Nice. Carson Williams. Case Burns. David Shields. We found his autograph not too long ago. Eric Adler. Midnight in Colson Montgomery. Owen Keisey for the Cubbies. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. Back-to-back Chicago. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. And Adrian Gill. Or Gill. Appropriate. Mr. E-Dubs Resurrected says, I gotta have a look at your site. I remember watching you when you had your old setup. That's right, brother. Well, thank you so much for saying that, buddy. We have been here in this new studio for, I think, about 3 months now. Been a minute. But nice to have you back, my man. I appreciate that. Mr. Hoagie, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, buddy. Last pack magic for you, Gil.
One down, one to go.
Let's go. Yes, you are, Onward. Cleveland. Thank you so much for asking, and unfortunately, our kitty did not show up. Mrs. Junkwax and I had some tears over the weekend, and we've kind of accepted that he is probably gone, unfortunately, because he's an old man. So I think the way we're thinking about it, Kitty Boy was kind of a badass. So he would go out for like 4 and 5 days at a time sometimes and not come home. But that was back when Mrs. Junkwax lived in a different place. So here in this new place, he had never gotten out of the house before. And he's been out for 4 days now, I think. And he went down into a storm drain. And I don't think he could get out. I think he was very used to going in those storm drains because when he was a young cat, he could just jump right out of them. But now he's kind of old, and I don't think he could get out. So myself and Mrs. Junkwax have come to the acceptance that he wanted to go out like a gangster. Because that's the kind of cat he was. So I think he wanted to go out on his shield, unfortunately. And I think that's exactly what happened. So I appreciate you asking, Mr. Cleveland. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop talking about it now so I don't start crying. But I appreciate you asking, brother. Thank you, thank you. That's right, Yoshi. Yep, you remember when I had those shelves in the background. You were spot on, my brother. All right, some BJ of the Armstrong. Thank you so much, Willa. Nice to see you again, my man. Mr. BJ Armstrong. Mark Eaton. And we lost our cat, Banana Pudding. We've had a cat. His name was Kitty Boy. He was named by our 3-year-old many years ago. We had Kitty Boy and Kitty Girl. And Kitty Girl passed away about 6 months ago. A lot of the OGs remember that. That was super sad. And then Kitty Boy got out. He had been trying to go out for a few weeks, but we had only let him go out into the backyard. And he got out into the backyard. And when we went out to get him, he was gone. And then Mrs. Junkwax walked across the street and heard him meowing from inside of a storm drain. So we called the fire department. We had the fire department come out and open the storm drain. And by the time we got it open, he was gone. And we have not gotten any response after that. So unfortunately, we lost a member of our family. He has been with us for a really long time, and we miss him very much. But he was 18 years old, so he had a heck of a life. And he had actually survived several things that he probably should not have. So I think this time kind of got him. That's right, Yoshi. That's right, brother. That's right. All right, Mr. Tommy Chambers. Hey, that's okay, Macho. I appreciate you saying that, brother. I will not fake the funk. It does suck, and it makes us very, very sad. Like I said, there was a lot of tears over the weekend because we kind of came to the acceptance that he is gone, unfortunately. I know it, Mr. Bailey. I know it, brother. I know. I know. I see you, Yoshi. Thank you, buddy. Gosh, I hope so, Onward. That would be amazing. We're still holding out a little bit of hope that maybe he just comes up to the door. Maybe. But we looked through all the storm drains. We walked around the block a couple different times because the fire department showed us that all the storm drains are connected. So they showed us an actual map of where the storm drains go. And we went to every single opening of the storm drains. We even went to the reservoir where the storm drains come out at. We went everywhere. We looked everywhere. And we haven't been able to find him. So, yeah. Kind of a bummer. Hey, that's okay, Brian. Good evening, my man. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. And like I said, folks, I'm going to move on because I don't want to start crying. So I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I sincerely appreciate the kind words, my friends. It is the circle of life, and sometimes it sucks. Gosh dang it. That's right, Onward. That's right. All right, legends. Mr. Rodney McRae for the Kings. How about the Worm? Mr. Dennis Rodman, my son's PC. Beautiful on the All-Star. Tyrone Corbin for Minnesota. You're absolutely right, Steve-O. Spot on, my brother. Mr. Mark Aguirre. Aw, happy birthday, Brian. That's amazing, brother. What level are you on, if I may ask? How about Scotty Too Hottie Brooks? Master of the Side Spike. Old Steve Johnson, channeling his inner Fu Man Rick Shu. Oh, hell yeah, Brian. There you go, brother. Welcome to level 43, buddy. Me too. We're on the same level. Greg Kite. Old Vern Fleming. Clyde the Glide Drexler with the Hick from French Lick, co-starring. Todd Leakey, rookie. Kevin Edwards and old Ronnie Rothstein. Got more girls than Rothstein's got curls. Nice. Aw, E-Dubs, that is very kind of you to say, my friend. Thank you so much for the kind words, buddy. Sincerely appreciate that, you big sweetie. Thank you, brother. All right, Gil. That was a wonderful rip, my good man. I sincerely appreciate you utilizing junkwaxvintage.com. And I sincerely hope that that is the first of many, many rips that you and I get to do together, my brother. Thank you again. And I appreciate you bearing with my cat talk while we were ripping your packs. I'm sorry, my man. I'm sorry. Miss Melody, thank you for the hearts, my dear. I heart you right back. And these will be in your JWV package there, DJ Chicken. Thank you as always, my man. It's great to have you tonight, buddy. Woo! Sorry, folks. Okie dokie. Mr. Onward to the Edge. Let's get into some more Squishmallows, shall we? 4 packs of Squishmallows. And after this, we have Alex, if he is here. Then we have Trevor Taylor. Then we have Steven Krilich. Then we have Mr. Holzapple. And then we're going to refresh that shop one more time because we do have some brand new stuff up there. I don't blame you one bit there, E-dubs. My man. Thank you, Esposito. I appreciate that, Mr. Greg. Thank you, buddy. All right, onward. Let's go, brother. Good luck. Hey, Victor Lopez, if you're taking off tonight, big man, thank you for hanging out, as always. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Vic. And I appreciate you keeping me up to date on my Seattle Mariners, my brother. Thank you. Always. All right, your pack number 4 is to the side there, onward. Good luck. Starting out with some Keenan and Kel. Fifi. Oh, Fifi. It's a good thing I don't have a ticker tape coming out of my head. That's all I'll say. Halloween with the Squishmallows. Cheryl. Henson. Happy Halloween from the Squishmallows. Ingo. Check out the unibrow on Ingo. He wears his mustache above his eyeballs. Julianne and her French fries. And hanging in there with the Squishmallows. I'm hanging in there. Gosh dang it. That's right, the Anthony Davis of Squishmallows. There you go, my brother. All right, last pack magic there, onward. And E-dubs, have I ever been to Fenway? I have not. So fun fact, my friend, I know this sounds crazy. I have never been to a professional baseball game. Ever. Someday soon, though, I hope. All right, we start out with Floxy. Misha. And some spooky vibes. Last but not least with the Squishmallows. There you go, onward. I appreciate you as always, brother. Thank you. These Squishmallows are fun. We're still waiting to find our first numbered parallel, though. All right, one more call out to our buddy Alex, Mr. Invader Zim. Oh, E-dubs. Threaten me with a good time, my brother. I would love that. Yes, please. That would be awesome. Thank you, onward. Oh, no way. That is so cool, Yoshi. Small world, bro. Small world. All right, one more shout out for our buddy Alex. I think we lost Alex tonight, gosh dang it. But that's okay, happens to the best of us. I think he's on Eastern Standard Time, so he might have fallen asleep. But he was very patient tonight, and I feel terrible. We had a big old queue tonight. Gosh dang it, but we will probably end up ripping that tomorrow morning for that incredible human being. So we will move on to Mr. Trevor Taylor. Shout out to my fellow Austinite. Are you ready, my man? Onward says, your package should be there Thursday. Would love to see you rip it on Thankful Thursday if you're heading to your box that day. Gosh, I hope so, buddy. That would be awesome. Thank you, Onward. I will definitely let you know. And Yoshi, you are correct, my friend. Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're going to refresh that shop in just a moment. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Ms. Bubba. Beautiful. Nice to have you. All right, Miss Bubba. You know it is tradicion to pull that pack number 4 to the side. Let's go. Aw, Mr. Bailey. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so damn much. I think we are, E-dubs. You are correct. I hope so, anyway. So, all joking aside, we actually have a travel budget set aside for 2026 because I'm going to try to go to Fanatics Fest, the National, the West Coast Card Show, Culture Collision in Atlanta, or in Georgia anyway. And I think there's one more. Can't remember what it is right off the top of my head. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of traveling next year. Stoked to do so. And I'm really excited that I get to meet a whole bunch of you. That's going to be the best part. TJ, it used to be the Burbank Card Show. So I think it's still somewhere in the Burbank area. I'll have to double check on that, though. Sometimes they move them. Craig Gamble, any in Florida? Maybe. Yes. I have looked at a couple in Florida as well. Mm-hmm. All right, we start off with some Holly for Miss Bubba. Lola. I see what they did there. 'Cause ghouls just wanna have fun. How about some Holly? Rosalind. Maui-Oween. Very nice. How about the Valentine? Regina. Spooky. Drake. Cillian, and there's our very first numbered parallel. Miss Bubba. Congratulations, my friend. Gotta love it. Cillian. To $3.99. There you go, Miss Bubba. Beautiful. That is 115 out of 399. That is our very first Squishmallows numbered parallel. Congratulations, Miss Bubba. Our first Squishmallow up there on the stand. Gotta love it. How about Undead and Unstoppable? Alder. Gavin. And Happy Halloween from the Squishmallows. There you go. Very nice. That's right, Yoshi. You got it, brother. Correct. All right, Miss Bubba.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my friend. Here we go. Hey, fist bumps right back at you. Thank you, Miss Bubba. All right, let's see what we have here, legends. Last pack of Squishmallows. And we start off with old Belissa. Otto. And Happy Halloween from the Squishmallows. Last but not least. There you go. Well, Miss Bubba and Trevor Taylor. So damn cool that we found our very first numbered Squishmallows parallel for you, my fellow Austinites. And those will be in your next JWV package. Thank you again, as always, my dear friends. And we are moving right along, everybody. Mr. E-Dub says, here's a fun fact for you. I have had 25 plus BGS graded, BGS BLs graded, thousands of cards done by PSA, CGC, BGS, TGA, but never been to a card show or even a yard sale that has cards. That's crazy, buddy. Wow. That's almost as crazy as me never being to a baseball game. I feel you on that one, brother. I have gotten lucky. I found a couple of yard sales that have had cards. And a couple of estate sales, too. All right, Mr. Krilich. We have 7 packs, my brother. Are you here and are you ready, Steven? Good evening, Brian. Mr. Waugh, welcome back, brother. There's old Steve-O. Thank you, Steve-O. Let's pull that pack number 4 to the side because it is tradicion. Good luck, my friend. And Sean Holzapple, you're up next, and then we're going to refresh that shop. Mr. Dustin Moore, my Portland pal. Good evening, legend. We got a couple of positive Portlandians in the house tonight. Shout out to Richard Ortwich and Dustin Moore. Scotty 2 Hottie H says it is still unconceivable that you have never been to a baseball game. I know, bro. You're telling me. I've been to a couple of minor league games, but I've never been to a professional baseball game. Yeah, kind of crazy, right? E-dubs, there you go, brother. That is a wonderful place to find old cards. Gotta love flea markets. All right, we're going to do this in a couple of rounds for you, Steve-O. Starting out with Mr. Robertson. Mr. Cliff Livingston. Mark Jackson. Sans Menendez brothers. I have never been to a Corpus Christi Hooks game. No, Dan. I have been to the Round Rock Express right here in Austin. And I went to a Tacoma Rainiers game many years ago when I was living in the state of Washington. Mr. Jerry Sloan. Xavier McDaniel. JBYRD. Mr. J. Bird. Thank you so much for smacking that follow button, my man. Reggie Williams. Glenn Rice. Mikey Schuler. Edelman. For Rip City. Shout out to my Portland pals. That is a crazy find, TJ. Nicely done, my man. Mr. Chris Mullen. The Round Mound Rebound. Mr. Charles Barkley. The big man Patrick Ewing for the Knickerbockers. Tim Hardaway. The original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Lambier. Johnny Konchak. And my man. That is exactly what I saw. Yep. You got a Provisions in here, buddy. Nicely done, Mr. Krilich. Steve-O. And I know you love me. We're going to sweat that one. Johnny Konchak for Atlanta. Eddie Johnson. Dale Ellis. Another former Seattle Supersonic. Checklist. David Robinson. The Admiral. From right down the road in San Antonio. Tommy Chambers. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. There you go, awesome Arizonan. And Greg, I just saw that question. Is Houston or Arlington closer to you? Good question. I would have to double check because I think they're actually around the same distance away, believe it or not. Takes me about 3 hours to get to Houston and about 3 hours to get up to Arlington as well. I think it's close, but I'd have to double check to be sure. Good question, Greg. Darnell Valentine. Old Bob Hill. Carl Malone. AC Green. Say Less. Jim Less. Wes Incelled Unselled. Jay Humphreys. Buck Soap Williams. Vernell Coles. Kenny Smith. Big Sam Bowie. The Round Mound Rebound. So nice, you got him twice. Mr. Charles Barkley. Double T. And we're not talking about Trevor Taylor. Tommy Tolbert. Randy White. Ron Hampa. Your 1991 All-Star Game with Clyde the Glide Drexler co-starring. Kevin McHale in there as well. And Robert Parrish. Scotty 2 Hottie Skiles. Mr. Mark Price. The legend Mr. Reggie Miller. Oh, hell yeah. Always happy to find some MJ. Just leaving that one up for you, Steve-O. Mr. Rod Higgins. Elton Spencer from Minnesota. Looking like a stepdad. With Bill Lambier co-starring. Mr. Kevin McHale. Kevin Gamble. About the glove. Mr. Gary Payton for my Seattle Supersonics. KJ. Shout out to Mr. Greg Esposito. Dennis Scott. Johnny Newman. Domo Arigato Richie Adubato. Your 1991 All-Star Game with Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, Joe Dumars, and Charles Barkley co-starring. Vern Fleming, Larry Nance, Larry Brown, back-to-back Larrys, and Dominique Wilkins on your 1991 All-Star team. Oh, that's really neat, Yoshi. I had no idea. Shout out to old Tommy Tolbert. When you find the MJ, you sleeve the MJ for you there, Steven. Mr. Bailey says, do you think they'll ever bring back the Seattle Supersonics? I do. JP Collects, thank you for smacking the follow button, my friend. Welcome to the crew. I do think they're going to bring back our Seattle Supersonics. But I do also believe it's going to be probably 2027 or 2028. I think it's going to be a while. Mr. Destin Jones, we are chasing Provisions, my friend. And Yoshi, welcome back over here on TikTok, buddy. Pork Chop Express says the Admiral is your PC. Nice. Gotta love some David Robinson. All right, here we go. How about the Bill Lambier So Nice? You got him twice. Brunel Coles, Buck Williams, Sam Bowie, Kenny Smith, Tommy Tolbert. So Nice, you got him twice. I see you, Dustin. Mr. Charles Barkley on the All-Star. Ron Happa, Randy White, Scotty Too Hottie Skiles. Your All-Star game So Nice, you got it twice. Reggie Miller, Mark Price, Ricky Pierce, J.R. Reed for Charlotte, Vernon Maxwell. Another All-Star game with Michael Jordan co-starring. Chucky Smith, Robert Parrish, old Double Ott, Derek Happa, Airmail, Mr. Carl Malone, Eddie Edwards, Dominique Wilkins, Danny Ferry. Shout out to our buddy Danny over here on Twitch. The Flat Top, Mr. Chris Mullen on the All-Star team. Derek McKee, another standout for my Seattle Supersonics. You absolute legends over here on Twitch. How dare you? Buck Williams and Horace Grant, last but not least. Finishing off that one for you, buddy. We have one pack to go. And you incredible human beings over here on the Twitch have just started the second amazing of the evening. And folks, as always, if we take this thing to a magnificent level 6, I am so ridiculously excited to bust into another Junk Wax Vintage hitbox tonight. That would be awesome. Threaten me with a good time, my dear friends. But let's see if we can't find some hype train luck. First, for our buddy Steve-O over here on TikTok. That is a great question, E-Dubs. Great question, my man. I'd have to double check on that one. All right, last pack magic for you, and then we'll find out who your Provisions is. We have a Ricky Pierce. Olden Polynice, another Seattle Supersonic. Sigma. Tyrone Hill. Reggie Miller on the league leaders. Todd in the Wet Sprocket. Murphy. Good evening, Kayla. Kendall Gill. That would have been a nice pull back in 1991. Pippin, since been Pippin, since been Pippin. Give me my powder. Bernard King. LaSalle Thompson. J.R. Reed. Vernon Maxwell. Your All-Star game So Nice, you got it thrice. And Chucky Smith throwing it down for the Clippers. Let's find out what your Provisions is here, Steve-O. First rip magic for you, my man. It is Mr. Airmail himself, Karl Malone. That is the second Karl Malone that we have found tonight. I'm going to top load that one up for you, Steve-O. This is a brand new 35-point Junk Wax Vintage top loader. Nicely done there, buddy. I could not agree more, Steve. And I sincerely hope that that is just a beautiful rip and a very, very long line of beautiful rips, my friend. Thank you again, Steve. And I appreciate your patience tonight, buddy. Excuse me. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, my dear friends. Cheers. A roast. Thank you in advance, Yoshi. And legends, Mr. Robert Parkinson, Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto Parkinson. Thank you so much for the robot bits, my brother. I truly appreciate it. Junior, excellent to see you back tonight, big man. Thank you for the snowman bits. And Junior, thank you so much for the bits, period, my brother. And Bubba, I see you as well, Trevor Taylor. Thank you so much, you big sweetie. We're up to 40% on Hype Train Level 1. Now, as always, folks, if that Hype Train needs to pull into the station, totally okay. I never want anybody to feel less than. If you are not able to gift, that is always okay, folks. There is never any pressure. I promise. I love you just as much. But man, I appreciate it when we get those hype trains going, folks, because you know I love giving away those hit boxes. And you know I just refreshed them as well. There's some brand new stuff in there, folks. And we have some more stuff coming in tomorrow and pretty much all week. So might want to keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com. That's all I'm saying. Hey, looking forward to it, Steve. Thank you again, big man. Much appreciated as always, Mr. Krilich. See you, Brian Roy. My man. All right, do we have a Sean Holzapple in the house? You're up next, Sean. Good evening, Mr. Roskadal. How you doing, Keithy? Happy Tuesday, Nitro, my brother. There's Mr. Holzapple. Thank you so much, brother. And again, thank you for your patience also, buddy. Let's do a little pack 4-ectomy. Good luck, Sean. Yes, it is, Keithy. Although we are about to refresh that shop, my friend. And I know there is some new stuff up there, so there might be a little bit of a wait. No worries, Dan. You're good, brother. To be honest with you, Dan, I haven't even refreshed the shop and gotten your stuff down yet, buddy. So this is our last rip out of the last round of family rips. After this rip, we will refresh that shop and do that for you. Beautiful, Keith. Love hearing that, buddy. You have a Wednesday off. That's nice. Beautiful. Mr. Bailey. There's just a couple. Just a couple. All right, here we go. Good luck, Mr. Holzapple. Starting off with Olamide Zacchaeus. What a name on that dude. For the Bears. Raheem Ernal Mostert. Cameron Williams from right here in Austin, Texas. Stephon Gilmore. CMC Christian McCaffrey. Ja'Cory Brooks for the Commanders rookie. Old Teddy Bruschi. We found him in one of those Junk Wax Vintage hit boxes, and it was a PSA 10 numbered to 15. That was a beautiful card. Grant Calcaterra. Woody Marks. The name's Dalton. Kincaid for Melody's Bills. Peyton Wilson. Ariante Ursary. Garrett Wilson. Garrett and the Jets. Keenan and Kel Allen for the Bears. And last but not least for the Commanders, Mr. Josh Connerly, rookie. Not too shabby there. Sean, one pack to go, Mr. Holzapple. Good luck. Still looking for our very first numbered parallel in the football. And we have a Khalil 2-pack. Shaker. Warren Moon for Minnesota, former Seattle Seahawk. And Terrence Turd Ferguson for the Rams. Last but not least. There you go, my brother. And Yoshi says the 1991 Fleer Provisions PSA 10 value is approximately $300. Yes, they are very valuable, my man. That is why we're chasing that Provisions. Those Provisions, I should say. All right, Mr. Holzapple. Thank you again, Sean. I believe that is your second rip here in the family, my dude. And I hope it is the second of many that we get to do together. Thank you as always, Sean Holzapple. And believe it or not, you are not the first Holzapple I have ever met, sir. I have to tell you, I lived in a very, very small town in Washington State where I went to high school, and there was a whole Holzapple family, I remember. But they spelled theirs with a Z. So maybe a little different. All right, got you locked in there, Sean. Thank you again, my friend. And now, my dear friends, it is time to refresh that shop. Mr. Livingston, good evening, my man. What's the biggest card you have pulled on stream? I like the stories. I appreciate you saying that, Mr. Livingston. Thank you, buddy. We have pulled a lot of huge cards on this show, my brother. We have been doing this for the better part of 5 years. We have pulled a lot of big cards, man. We pulled a 1-of-1 Chicken Man. That's on my TikTok profile if you want to look that up, my man. And Ryan Livingston, I appreciate the question, my brother. That is a very tough question to answer because we have gotten so many awesome cards here on this show. But if you want to go check out my TikTok profile, some of the biggest pulls are up there on there for you. If you want to check those out. We clipped them. So I appreciate you asking, Ryan Livingston. Just a tough question to answer, my friend. TJ says, what is your favorite product to rip? Ooh, my man, all of them. All of them. I love them all. All right, my dear friends, I need to refresh that shop real quick, folks. We have a whole bunch of brand new orders. So as always, I sincerely appreciate you bearing with me for just a couple of shakes of a lamb's tail while I get all these locked in. And we start with Mr. Matt Ortegon, snagging a couple of spots. Shout out to the California Kid. In our second round of 2025 Panini Prizm Baseball, taking spot number 28. Thank you, Matt. And Mr. Ortegon, are you still here tonight, brother? Please do, Ryan Livingston. Thank you for being here tonight, buddy. Nice to see ya. Oh, gotcha, Keith. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too, buddy. All right, Mr. Ortegon, a second spot for you, buddy. Spot number 5. There you go, brother. Got you locked in, Matt. Next, Mr. Esposito. Mr. Greg, our awesome Arizonan, taking down a box of 2024 Topps Archives Baseball and a single pack of 2025 Onyx Vintage Baseball. Thank you so much, Mr. Esposito. I see you, Kayla. Good evening, Kayla Ray. Shout out to you and Bruce. Let me grab those for you real quick, Greg. I'll be right back. There's your Archives Baseball. There's your 2025 Onyx Baseball. And we will get into both of those in just a couple of minutes. Thank you, Greg. Next. Oh, hell yeah. Yoshi. My man. One of the oldest of OGs of the entire family. Shout out to the Canadian cousin. 13 packs of 1990-1991 NBA hoops. Outstanding. Thank you so much, Yoshi. Excited to rip for you, buddy. One moment. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 13 packs. That's a lot of packs. Thank you as always, Yoshi. Excited and grateful to rip with you tonight, my brother. Long time coming on that one. And thank you for being a member of the family for so long, buddy. All right, next, Mr. Bobby Viles, taking down 7 packs of 1991 Fleer Baseball. Beautiful. Thank you, Bobby Ballgame. Let me grab those real quick, buddy. 7 packs. I reached in and I pulled out 7 packs. I think that is a good omen. You're in the queue, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Next, Mr. Bailey. There we go, Dan. Thank you for your patience, my brother. 2025 Topps Series 2 Mega Box. Mr. Ferraro, good evening, my man. Great to see you tonight. How you doing, buddy? Ghost eats toast. When will you rip the hoops? In just a few minutes, my friend. Yep, just a few minutes, my brother. He is in the queue. Thank you for asking. Nice to have you tonight, buddy. Mr. Ferraro, how was your Tuesday, my man? We can go without the K-pop. Let me grab that box for you real quick, Dan. So I call these little mini hobby boxes because they have a ton of cards in them. And I sincerely hope I can find you something juicy, Dan. Thank you again, my brother. And I sincerely appreciate those beautiful tiny dinies, my brother. Thank you so damn much. You know I love those little buggers. Much appreciated, gentlemen. I see you there as well there, Jerry. Big hugs and firm handshakes to both of you incredible gentlemen. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Got you locked in there, Dan. And then last but not least, Mr. Jason Allen, our Canadian cousin, taking down a single box of 23-24 hockey. That was a stretch. There you go, Mr. Jason Allen. Excited to rip into that one for you, buddy. All right, we are locked in there, folks. Oh, I got you there, Yoshi. That is a beautiful choice there, my man, and I just bit my lip. Ouch, kabibbles. I hope I can find you one, Dan. That would be sick. Ah, very nice, Keith Roskadal. Stay hydrated over there, my brother. All right, legends. Let's get back into our family rips here, my dear friends. And Mr. Jason Allen, you're up first, brother. Are you ready, Jason? Some good old hockey. Good luck, my friend. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy. So, fun fact, Jason. I will always remember out of this specific product, when I went up to Boston, I got to visit with our buddy Timbo T. Wood, and we went to a Boston Bruins hockey game. And inside the Boston Garden, they have a card vault, card shop. We went downstairs, we snagged a couple of boxes. One of these boxes is one of the boxes that we grabbed. We ripped that box. We found a medal, like a literal medal, Connor Bedard. And at the time, those were selling for about $500. It was a big deal. I will always, always, always remember this exact specific year of Metal Universe. I know. I agree that Boys of Summer is a beautiful rip. You're right, Keefe. So yeah, can you imagine? We were at the game. We were watching hockey, we're ripping hockey, and we found that beautiful card. That was pretty sick. Shout out to Timbo. Pack number 4 to the side for you, my man. Good luck. I agree, Danny. Excuse me. I remember, Brad Green, that 1/1 Jordan Lawler was magnificent. Congratulations on that one, my man. One of the very first big cards that we found together. I will always remember that one. That card is amazing. Super Fractor 1/1. Jordan Lawler. All right, here we go. Somebody call Matchbox 20 because we found some Rob Thomas. And he is so smooth. Brandon Montour. Nicholas Backstrom. Chandler Stevenson. Ooh, we have a Metal Universe rookie for Calgary. Mr. Dustin Wolf. Shout out to Mr. Dustin Moore. Nikita Kucherov. Devon Levi. Devon. Seth Jarvis. Linus Ullmark. Hey, what's up, Smitty? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Zach Wierenski for the Blue Jackets. Quentin Byfield. Juraj Slavkovsky on the Blue Spectrum for the Canadiens. Nathan McKinnon for Colorado. Vincent Descharnay. Josh Norris for Ottawa. Mr. Anthony Beauvier. Ryan Strome. Quack, quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Dylan Kissing Cousins. Oh, hell yeah. How about a Connor Bedard on the Meltdown? Beautiful. Just leaving that one up for you, brother. Old Taj Thompson. Matthew Neese. Brandon Hagel. Jonathan Marchessault for Las Vegas. Gotta be careful with Zach.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
It is hashtag JWAD, my dear friends. Alexis is on fire Lafreniere. Roman Yossi for the Nashville Predators on your blue spectrum. Parallel. Return or escape from Barkov, the Alexander Barkov. And Domo Arregato, Matthew Coronato. Finishing that one up for you, last but not least. Why, thank you, TJ. I agree. We got a couple of sleevers here for you, buddy. Excellent box thus far. We have one more pack to go for you, Jason. And Mr. Daniel Bailey, you're up next, my good man. So if you want to step into that batter's box, snag a chunk of lumber, start taking some practice cuts, because you're on deck. Just to be on the safe side for you, Jason, we will top load up that beautiful Connor Bedard for you, buddy. Very nice. All right, all sleeved up there for you, brother.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my friend. Good luck. And we start with a Noah Dobson for New York. Alexander Georgiev. Mr. Jake Sanderson for Ottawa. Keandre Miller. Marco Casper. Shout out to Billy Casper for Detroit on the premium prospects. Cale Makar for Colorado. And last but not least for the Blue Jackets, Stanislav Svozil. Last but not least. Oh, there's Alex. Welcome back, my brother. My man. So I gave you several call-outs, Alex. I am so sorry, my friend. We came to you once. I called you out a few times. I figured you fell asleep. You can ask the rest of the family. That is exactly what I said. I said he is Eastern Standard Time, folks, so there was a pretty damn good chance we lost Alex. So then we went through a couple more family rips. We came back to you again. I gave you a few call-outs, and then we kind of accepted that maybe you had left us this evening. I am so sorry, Alex, but we will get back to your rip in just a moment, my man. Of course. I still have it here for you, buddy. All right, Mr. Allen. It is always a pleasure. Congratulations on that magnificent Meltdown Connor Bedard. Up there in the Chicago area. Beautiful, brother. Mr. Afraid of the Dark, smacking us with a few beautiful biddies. Thank you so very much, my good man. I sincerely appreciate that, brother. And shout out to Afraid of the Dark. Nice to have you over here, buddy. I appreciate you making the switch to Twitch, my man. Welcome to the family. All right, all right. Hey, happens to me all the time as well, Corey. I totally get it, buddy. Good evening, Corey D. How you doing, big man? Oh, E-dubs. That is you over there, brother. That is ridiculously kind of you. Thank you for smacking me with some beautiful bits, my friend. Truly appreciate it, buddy. Mr. Saltzgiver, thank you for the club power there, my buddy. I've never seen that one before. Keith, how was my Monday? Busy. We got a lot done on Monday, my man. Myself and Mrs. Junkwax worked from sun up to sundown. It was a busy one, and then we both fell asleep. I actually fell asleep watching a break myself. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Mean Brad Green. Mr. Parkinson, if you're taking off tonight, buddy, have a magnificent sleep, and we will see you tomorrow, my good man. Congratulations on a couple of beautiful national packs there, Mr. Parkinson. All right, so we're going to rip through this one for Mr. Dan Bailey, and then after this rip for Dan Bailey, we will come back to Alex, if that's okay, Alex. You cool with that, brother? Good luck, Dan. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, good evening, you legend. Another OG of the family. That is exactly what we're doing there, Yoshi. Thank you, brother. You read my mind. Empty box, Dan. Mr. Bobby Viles says, hey, D, not sure where I am in the queue. Happy to wait till the morning, or you can just rip it. Early flight to Boston to finish off the 30 Stadium Challenge. Bro, that is so damn cool. I am so excited for you to go to your last stadium, buddy. How neat is that? So you have been to all 30 stadiums, bro. That is crazy in the best way possible. Congratulations on that one, Bobby. And Bobby Viles. So you are actually right after Alex. Oh, Alex says, so here's an option. Am I streaming tomorrow? Of course. Rip tomorrow because you're about to fall asleep again? Hey, sounds awesome, Alex. Not a problem, my man. We will let this beautiful box marinate overnight. And if you are here tomorrow morning, we will bust that little bad boy first thing tomorrow morning. Sound like a deal? Oh, you went to 29 of them all in 1 year. That's even more astonishing. Goodness gracious, Bobby. That's awesome, brother. Hey, I greatly appreciate you. Right back at you, Alex. Have a wonderful sleep, my friend. And we will see you tomorrow morning, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes, Alex. Shout out to Invader Zim. Alrighty. Ralphie Contigo, 2EO, bro. You and I both. Mr. Ricky Evans, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. And Mr. Dan Bailey, I see over there absolutely lighting me up with Tiny Dinies, you legend. Thank you so much, Dan. All right, let's do a little pack number 4 ectomy. And we're going to do this in a few rounds for you, Dan. We will bust those pack number 4s last. Good luck. Buena suerte. Hey, good night to you as well, Alex. Much love to you, brother. We will see you bright and early in the morning, my friend. Same junk time. Same junk channel. 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Mr. Ben Hatfield, good evening, my good man. How you doing tonight, Ben? All right, Dan Bailey. So, Mr. Bailey, we have all seen a lot of 2025 Top Series 2. Are you okay with skipping through some base cards, or did you want me to go through all of them? Totally okay either way, my good man. But if you want me to skip through the base, I would be happy to do so. Thank you, Dan Bailey. I got you, brother. My pleasure. You betcha. But first, yeah, they call him the fireman. That's his name. Shout out to Mr. George Strait and Kenley Jansen. All right, skipping through some base cards here for you, big man. And we have a Summer Superstars Bobby Witt Jr. Mr. Matty Ice Olson for the Braves. Nice hat, Matt. Ooh. How about an Elio Ramos on the True Silver for the Gigantes? Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. I hope so, Dutchy. That would be sweet. Mr. Cody Belly for the Pinstripes on the Stars of the MLB. Oh, thank you, E-Dubs. I appreciate that, brother. My man. Skipping through some base, we have a 1990 throwback, JT Realmuto. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Mikey One. Jason Allen, our Canadian cousin. Taking off for the night, my man? I totally get it. I know it's late for you. I am very, very excited to see you tomorrow, though, my good man. Thank you as always, Jason. Big hugs and firm handshakes, my brother. Mr. Wyatt Langford on the Stars. And McMahon and IKF. Finishing off round number 1. Have a wonderful sleep, Jason Allen. Much love to you, my brother. Good night. And Dutchy, good evening to my favorite JVD. And we're not talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme. How was your day, Dutchy? Aw, E-Dubs, I appreciate that, my man. Thank you. All right, starting out a little Doogie Howser, BD. We have a 1990 throwback All-Star Mr. Bryce Hampa, as my Boston brethren would say. Jerry, thank you so much for the beautiful Tiny Dinies, my brother. As always, thank you. Hold the Mayo, rookie on the Stars. Jackson Churio on the Stars of the MLB for the Brew Crew. Some Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. The Good Land. How about a 1/2 of Slam Diego? Manny Machado on the Summer Superstars. I agree. Thank you, Keithy. E-Pain, thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. Welcome to the crew. 1/2 of Slam Diego, so nice, you got him twice. Manny Machado. Some Atreyu Abreu in there. Dutchy! Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Shout out to Mr. Luke Weaver. There you go, Dutch. My man. Senior Alfaro. Good evening, my brother. Nice to see you. How about your 2022 MVP, Paul Goldschmidt? Mr. What You Doing in My Waters? And the Spaz, Shane Baz. Finishing off round number 2 there for you, buddy. Excellent to see you tonight, Mr. Alfaro. How are you doing, big man? How was your terrific Tuesday, buddy? All right. Round number 3. Good luck, brother. And Bobby Viles, you are up next, my friend. If you are still here. Unless you would like me to rip it in the morning. Totally okay either way, Bobby. Very nice, Yoshi. I like it. All right, little Erod. Eduardo Rodriguez. Little Roki Sasaki in there. Oh, hell yeah. How about my PC? Julio Rodriguez. On the 1990 Throwback All-Star. Beautiful. Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies. Rookie on the Stars. Skipping through some base for you. Alake Snell for the Trolley Dodgers on your Stars. Keith, I do still cut hair. Yes, sir. But now it's just my wife, my kids, my mom, my family. I do not work behind the chair like I did for many, many years. Good question, Keithy. Thank you so much, E-Dubs. I appreciate that, brother. How about Shohei Ohtani-san on the Summer Superstars? Mr. Kumar Rocker for our Texas Rangers on the Stars, rookie. And Duke Ellis and Trevor Story rounding out round number 3 there for you, buddy. Always happy to answer questions like that, Keith. You got you, buddy. AJ has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, how long have you been hosting breaks and what tips can you give? I have been hosting breaks for the better part of 5 years. My tips, I would say, be positive and buckle up because it takes a while. That would truly be my advice. So I will share with you, AJ, when I first started doing this, my friend, I started from a closet very similar to the one behind me. So I would wake up every morning at 6 a.m. I had a full-time job so that I had to clock in at 8, okay? So I woke up and I did my show from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I did it that way for a solid year, every single day. So now, because I do this full-time, we take Mondays off of going live. Those are our days to catch up on shipping and stuff like that. But back then when I first started, I went every single morning. I did not take days off. I did that for the whole first year and a half that I started this whole thing. And for about the first year, I had less than 5 people in my room. So, tenacity, consistency, and positivity are the 3 things that you need. And if you have those, my man, you're set. So you just got to keep going. That is my advice. No matter what, keep going. Some people will stream for like 5 or 6 months consistently, and then they'll kind of give up. Do not give up. That's the only way you can lose. in my humble opinion. Obviously, unless you do like unscrupulous things, but I don't think you're going to do that. That'll be a real quick way to lose. But that removed, as long as you stay consistent, find a time and keep it, and then just don't quit. That's right. There you go, Danny. Well, thanks for asking, buddy. All right, starting out a little Nick Pavetta for San Diego. Thank you so much, Ralphie Contigo. Estoy acuerdo. I agree. Skipping through some base here for you, buddy. How about your 2022 MVP, Paul Goldschmidt? Mean Brad Greed. Your very first shows I seen on YouTube are awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. So Mean Brad Green. Believe it or not, Brad, by the time I was on YouTube, I had been doing this for a couple of years. So my very first shows were actually on TikTok. That's right. You know it, Yoshi. Yep. You remember, brother. You were there. That's right. But Mean Brad Green, I cannot thank you enough for going back on YouTube and going back through the archives, my friend. I can't even imagine what you saw in there, brother. Very, very cool. How about the big man, Mr. O'Neal Cruz on the stars? My PC as well. The luscious lip curtain of Mr. Spencer Strider in there. For the talented Toronto Blue Jays, Mr. George Springer. Porky Romano in there. How about an all-rise Mr. Aaron Judge? Your number one on the OPS leaders. Beautiful. That's right, Yoshi. Yes, you sure do, my man. Aw, brother, memories. Mr. Junior Caminero on the stars. So Yoshi, I'm sorry, I'm going to put you on blast, buddy. Our buddy Yoshi over here on Twitch has been with me since I was ripping packs in the closet for like 10 people. And so back then, folks, I woke up at 6 a.m. in the morning and I did my show. I had to be really quiet when we would find big cards because I didn't want to wake up the whole rest of the household. He remembers those days. That's right. Yoshi, my question is, do you still eat those breakfast burritos? Of course we do, my man. And Daddy says, yes, he does. Yes, you know it, my good friends. Shout out to Red's Burritos. The Arizona D-Bags. Shota of the Iminaga. You got a little big dumper in there chucking some lumber. Dutchy. The Weaver's so nice we got him twice, my dear friends. Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. The Weaver's so nice. Mr. Bailey got him twice. The Lawnmower Man, Mr. Jackson Job. William on the Contreras. On the Purple Schmeckle. Nice one, buddy. Although it is not numbered. The Polar Bear, Mr. Pete Alonso on the Stars. And Hunter Renfroe and Wilson on the Contreras. Finishing off the base packs there for you, my man.
One down, one to go.
You know it, Mean Brad Greedy. Thank you so much, TJ. You rock my face off. Yoshi, he says, the best memory of back in the day is when you broke the chair sitting down on it. That was funny. That was a throwback, my man. That was back before I got my nice chair. That was like years ago, Yoshi. You were spot on, brother. I agree. I agree, sir. I think the best memory is when my son scared me and I dropped an F-bomb for the first time ever on my show. That was pretty good. E-dubs, we absolutely have a Discord, my man. I appreciate you asking. Let me put it in the chat for you. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And of course, anybody else can feel free to use this link as well. But you do have to copy and paste it because TikTok doesn't like links. There you go, buddy. If it doesn't ghost it. Let me know if you see that in the chat over here on TikTok. That's right, Yoshi. That's right. So, Mr. Tim Hudson, our favorite Axeman from Ohio. Are you here tonight, you legend? So believe it or not, folks, Tim Hudson recorded it. He clipped it. And we actually have a moderator chat that's private. And every 6 months or so, he likes to drop that in the chat, just like as a little, here you go. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, E-Dubs. Got you covered, brother. All right, we start off with the Gigantes. Pablo Honey. Or Mr. Bader. Shout out to Corey Bader. Mr. Trey Turner for the Fightin' Phillies on the Stars. That's right, I remember Yoshi. Oh, my man. Good memories, brother. How about some Atreyu Abreu? Shout out to Falcor. Stuart Morgan Fairchild. Big Ben Lively. Jack Sawinski. Grant Holmes with those locks of love. Kyle Freeland. Billy Cook. Reynaldo Lopez. Luke Rayleigh. For our Seattle Mariners on the Schmeckel. Beautiful. Love that one. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Mr. Andy Gain, welcome back, you legend, my fellow Washingtonian. Hunter Goodman chucking some lumber. And Robert Suarez for San Diego. Last but not least. There you go, Mr. Ben Bailey. Shout out to the Cash Cab. I'm just kidding, Dan. As always, Dan Bailey, it is my pleasure to rip together, brother. Thank you for your patience tonight, and thank you, as always, for just being a part of the crew. I truly appreciate it, buddy. All joking aside, thank you, Dan. And, of course, for beating me over the head with those beautiful, beautiful tiny dinies, my brother. You know that is my favorite gift of all time. Has always been, will always be. And I cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you so much, Dan. Ah, gotcha, Mr. Alfaro. You know, it's not a super valuable card. Not like hundreds of dollars or anything, my man. But if you ever do want to come off of that, you just let me know, Jay. We can work something out. It is numbered to 20, if my memory serves me correctly. Okie dokie. Aw, TJ. And Yoshi. And Ollie. I sincerely appreciate the kind words, gentlemen. And Yoshi says, my cousin wants to ask what your first setup looked like. So my very first setup was hilarious. So when I was in the closet, okay? So I'm streaming into a closet, right? My surface that I ripped on was a toolbox, like a Craftsman toolbox that I kept in the closet. So if you go back to my original TikTok videos, you can actually see that. Fun fact, my dear friends, I have never deleted a video from TikTok, ever. So if you go back on TikTok, you can see pretty much the whole beginning of everything. And about 3 videos in, I started ripping in the closet in the mornings. And so I had the toolbox was my ripping surface. I did not have like a mat or anything. It was just a toolbox. And I had just an old chair that I pulled out of the kitchen. And then, believe it or not, I had an old plant light, like a UV light that you're supposed to put over plants. But it had a big neck on it that was like bendable. So I put that light in front of the closet and I bent the light to go into the closet, kind of like that. And then I had a phone stand, like the ones that you just set on the table, right? Well, I had a really, really powerful magnet. So I stuck one side of the phone stand to the pole of the plant light so that it stuck out like this. And then I put my phone on it like that. So it would look down at the cards. So, oh, it got super hot. That's correct, Yoshi. Yeah, after like an hour, I'd start sweating. It was terrible. Good evening, Brett Thompson. Good to see you tonight, buddy. Yes, I do, Mr. Alfaro. That is my PC, my dude. I've been collecting Harry Ford for a very, very long time. So one of these days, I'll show you my Harry Ford PC, buddy. It's pretty damn good. Oh, Ollie. Many years before that, yes. That's right, Yoshi. You remember that magnet. That's right, brother. So, yeah, buddy. Very cool to have you tonight, Yoshi. Long time no see, my man. Very, very cool. That's right. I grew this beautiful stash with that plant light. That's right, Keith. Yep. So, a lot of you might not know that the first, like, over 100 videos that I made on TikTok I did not use my voice, and I had white gloves on. So there is absolutely zero way to know it was even me. That's how I started the channel. That was before I even started going live. Oh, I would be happy to show you, Jay. One of these days when we have a little time, of course. So just remind me when we have some time. That's right, Baseball Sniper, we're down to 10 spots left in that Prizm, my man. Beautiful. If I was a betting man, I think we're going to be busting that one first thing tomorrow morning. All right, folks, we got to keep on it going. Mr. Bobby Viles. I think we might have lost Bobby tonight, so I think we're going to come back to his rips tomorrow morning. So that takes us to my main man. One of the oldest of OGs of the family. You ready, Yoshi? 13 packs of NBA hoops. Let's do it. That's right. You know it, Yoshi. Always careful, my good man. Keith says, how many hours are you at now? What do you mean, brother? What are you talking about? What kind of hours? Are we talking about streaming? Talking about tattoos? What are we talking about? Oh, for tonight's stream. We have been here for 3 hours and 7 minutes tonight, my man. Good question. Pack number 4 to the side for you, Yoshi. Ollie says, I actually saw you with the white gloves in a video. Wow. Why not gloves now, can I ask? So when I first started, remember, I had not gone live yet. So I was only making videos, right? Because to be honest with you, it sounds really silly. I didn't even know that I could go live until I already had like 4,500 followers. Way to go, Dalen. Way to go. Yeah, I had no idea that live was even a thing. So my idea, my concept for the beginning of this channel, has anybody ever seen a content creator on YouTube called Unbox Therapy? There's a dude on YouTube that's called Unbox Therapy. Okay? That's right, Danny. So this guy's a very, very famous YouTuber. But back then, this was many, many years ago, I would watch his videos because they were very relaxing, like very calming, if that makes sense. So I wanted to try to be the Unbox Therapy of the hobby, if that makes sense. So if you go back and you watch those first 100 videos, you will see I tried to use very calming music, and I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours making videos. Because if you go back to those videos, every little sticker that comes up when I would put a word up, or flames, or any kind of image or something, I would actually get in there and I would take them down to the same 100th of a second. So they appear at exactly the right time, and they disappear at the exact right time. But that actually takes some work. So I would put about an hour and a half to 2 hours in on every single video. Spent a lot of time making videos. And then eventually, I bought a couple of boxes, and Yoshi, I appreciate you bearing with me, buddy. So I bought a couple of boxes of Modern UFC. This is back in 2021, okay? Mrs. Junkwax allowed me to spend about $750, and I bought 2 hobby boxes of 2021 UFC. So I told Mrs. Junkwax, hey babe, I have a hunch that with these boxes, I should be able to find enough that will at least pay for the boxes. So we won't be out a bunch of money. But we run the chance of finding something really big, right? Because it was a debut edition. So they were just released. So I order the boxes. With shipping and everything, it came to almost $800. I get them in the mail a few days later. Just for shiggles, I look on eBay just to see what they're selling for. And much to my surprise, my head almost exploded because I see those boxes are selling for half of what I bought them for. I'm like, what? How does that work? So I was kind of new to modern cards at that point, and I didn't understand how it all worked. So now I know that there are people out there that get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cases of these products, and then they put them all on eBay. That's how that works. So I was buying directly from Panini at that point. I didn't know any better. So at that moment, I panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, should I just sell these boxes sealed and like try to get some of our money back? Because then I started getting scared. Like, oh no, if I rip these boxes and we don't find anything, my wife is going to shoot me. Literally, just shoot me dead. So I had to think about it overnight when that happened. The next morning, I go in to do my videos, and I look down at my phone, and it tells me that I can go live for the first time ever. I had never even seen anything like that before. And I was like, oh, what is this? I can go live? What does that mean? So I just did it. I pushed the button, and I sat there, and all of a sudden, people start coming in. And I start talking to them. And I start telling them about the dilemma that I have in front of me. And of course, they're like, dude, you got to rip them. So peer pressure got me. There was about, I think, maybe 10 to 12 people in there. Nothing crazy. So I go ahead and I rip the boxes. Well, by the time I get done ripping the boxes, there's like 600 people in there. It was amazing. So, and then all of a sudden, people start gifting me on TikTok. I had no idea that you could even gift anything on TikTok. I didn't even know that that existed. And all of a sudden, they start sending me these gifts. And I got to admit, at first, I did not know they had real monetary value. I just thought people were sending them to me as kind of like, hey, you're cool, buddy. Kudos, right? Nope. So my very first TikTok show, I think we ended up making like $100 or something in gifts. It was astonishing. And then in those boxes, we end up finding a Zhang Wei Li autograph numbered to 5. It was amazing. I ended up selling that for like $1,200. Paid for all the boxes. Worked out really well. And Mrs. Junkwax was very happy with that, how that turned out. So that is how we originally started going live. And then those people that were in that live that day, they said, hey, come back tomorrow morning. Let's do it again. I said, threaten me with a good time. You betcha. And that is how we started going live. That was it. And believe it or not, for the whole first year, we didn't even sell anything. Ever. It was just a good hang. That was it. And then after the first, maybe, I shouldn't say year, it was about 6 to 8 months, we had a group of people that said, hey, buddy, we don't have any card shops in our area. Would you mind going to your Barnes & Noble or Target and picking us up some boxes? And we'll give you a few bucks for it. Sure. Why not? So I did. I started buying them boxes. We started ripping them together. We ripped through a whole bunch of junk wax. We ripped through a whole bunch of modern cards. And then a few months after that, I found out that I might get laid off from my job. And I had told people that I didn't like my job very much. So in that moment, I realized that I might get let go. So I was just as transparent as I am with you to this day. I was transparent with them as well. And I told them, hey, I kind of don't like my job. And there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to get laid off because I've been very vocal about things and my bosses don't like it. And I was at the top of the pay scale. So I had an overwhelming number of people that were like, dude, you need to quit that job and do this. Well, that's very nice to hear. But at the end of the day, I don't know those people, right? They don't know my bills. They don't know the family that I've got. They don't know the little things, you know, that we don't typically talk about that's private to our family. So it was really nice to hear that, but it wasn't like I was going to go out and quit my job just because some people online told me to, right? But I kept that in the back of my mind. So about 3 or 4 months later, when I did get laid off, I was going live consistently at that point, and I told people that, you know, and like I said, so typically I went live from 6 to 8 a.m. in the morning, right? So I told people that if I got laid off for the very first time ever, I would go live at 10 a.m. I got laid off. So I showed up at 10 a.m. that day, and we had a talk, basically me and the whole community at that point. And I had joked around that I didn't want to be a breaker. I didn't want to be breaker 999,000 because there are so many breakers out there, right? And I pride myself in our show being a little different. So I joked about not wanting to be a breaker, but the community was like, bro, we would love you to start breaking cards. That would be a lot of fun. So I listened to the community, And one thing led to another, and almost 5 years later, this is where we're at. So there's the story there, buddy. Thank you for asking. That is true, Ollie. That's correct, my man. I appreciate you saying that, brother. Thank you so much, you big sweetie. Oh, thank you, Ollie. Thank you, buddy. That's right, Yoshi. Yep, you remember, brother. That's right. When we didn't even sell anything, I used to let people pick their favorite cards out of the packs I was ripping. That's right. Nailed it. I had piles for everybody. So, and then after a while, I ended up having like over 200 and 300 piles for people. So we kind of outgrew that, unfortunately. So I think, you know, the coolest thing, my friends, I will kind of end it with this and we'll get back to ripping, okay? I think one of the things that I have the most pride in this entire community is that everything that we have done here has been based off of your requests, basically. So I have never just like woke up one day and I'm like, hey, we're going to do this. That's not how this works. Every single thing we have done here has been based off of your guys' requests. So we did not have hockey cards for a long time. The reason we brought on hockey is because you all requested it. The reason we bought on basketball is because you all requested it. The reason we got modern cards is because you requested it. The reason I do breaks is because you requested it. Know what I mean? So I think that's the coolest thing about this whole community, is it's extremely interactive. And after you've come to hundreds of shows, you're not friends anymore. You're like family, you know? And there's a lot of you out there. I know what your kids play for sports. I know what you do for a living. So I think we have a truly unique community here, my dear friends, and I would be able to do none of it. Zero. Zilch. Without you. So thank you as always, you absolute legends. Love you all so damn much. Oh, that's awesome, Jay. Beautiful, brother. Well, I am very stoked and humbled to be an inspiration, my man. Thank you so damn much. I appreciate that, Jay. And remember, my friend, shameless plug. If I have inspired you, my brother, there is a link on our TikTok, or on our link tree, excuse me. So if you use that link and you sign up for a Whatnot account as a seller, we both get hooked up for it. I think we both get like $100. So if you want to use that link, my man, please feel free to do so. And shout out to our buddy Ernie Larson, who is the very first person to use that link. Ollie, I completely understand, my man, and I am very grateful that you're here tonight, buddy. Everything happens for a reason, my good man. All right, starting off with some Danny Manning. And shout out to the Admiral, co-starring with Mr. Larry Nance. Muggsy Bogues, shout out to my Short Kings. That's right, Yoshi. This is the very first purchase that you have made from junkwaxvintage.com, my brother. I appreciate you. And you remember before junkwaxvintage.com even existed. Billy Casper says that plant light sprouted something different that has grown into an unstoppable, supportive, transparent movement that encourages the love of cards and the respect of strangers who become family. That is correct. That's a very sweet way to put that, Billy Casper. Thank you, legend. Aw, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes right back to you, Billy Casper. Love you and Caleb, buddy. Glad that you're both with us. And thank you for the kind words, my man. Something in my eye. All right, we got some Del Curry. Steph Curry's daddy. Tom Hammonds. Jerry Reynolds rap. Jeff Grayer. Winston Garland. Dale Ellis for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Danny Ainge. Shout out to 1981-1982 Fleer Baseball. Believe it or not, Danny Ainge played baseball as well. Some Blue Edwards. Tommy Chambers. Chris Morris. John Morton, rookie. Orlando Woolridge. Bernard King. The Shermanator, Mr. Sherman Douglas. Clyde the Glide Drexler. Oh, what? Yoshi. This is actually your first time you have ever bought packs and had them opened ever. Bro, I am humbled and honored. Thank you so much, buddy. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy in your very first rip. Mr. Tyler Archibald says, were you a pitcher growing up? You give me pitcher vibes. Because I might look like Mr. Randy Johnson. Believe it or not, I was not a pitcher. Although I have been a pitcher for very, very short periods of time. I have played every single position in baseball. but I was typically outfield or third base. Those are my favorite positions. By the Glide for Rip City. LaSalle Thompson. Checklist. Rod Higgins. Danny says, congrats, Yoshi. Thank you, my brother. I agree. Mr. Anderson. B. Phil, welcome back, my brother. Nice to see you tonight again. Hope you had a wonderful Tuesday. Mr. John Williams. Michael Cage. Luke Cage's daddy. Randy Allen. Split your Mitchell Wiggins. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, brother. How about a little MJ on the All-Star? And not too shabbily centered either. Just a scotch off to the left. But nice one. Just leaving that one up for you, Yoshi. Ah, roger that, my man. He wants me to chuck the checklist. We'll call it a chuck list. See ya. I gets the Wander Franco treatment. How about a little Doug Moe? I appreciate that so much, Phil. Thank you, brother. Sure did. Before there was Coach Pop, there was Mr. Larry Brown for San Antonio. Thank you so much, Valerie. You and I both, my friend. Scotty Too Hottie Roth. Master of the Kentucky Waterfall. All business in the front. All party in the back. Scotty Too Hottie Roth. With Pippin since been Pippin since been Pippin. Co-starring. Mr. Stacy King, rookie for the Bulls. Tim Hardaway, rookie. Harry Porter. Randy Whitman. Another checklist. Your wish is my command, my brother. Old Jim Peterson. Mark Akers is the place to be. I hope somebody gets that ridiculously obscure reference. Mr. Liddell Eccles. Paul Pressey. A lot of dick. Mata. Buck Johnson with Magic co-starring. Harley, thank you for smacking the follow button, my friend. Welcome to the crew. Mr. Airmail himself with the Hick from French Lick and Isaiah Thomas co-starring. How about some Pearl Jam? Shout out to Mookie Blaylock. Mr. Harmon, welcome to the family, my brother. Vernon Maxwell and Saronis Marcelionis. Finishing off round number 1. Let's move on, Yoshi. Thank you so much, Mike. Good to see you tonight, my brother. Shout out to Nick at Night. Just a heads up, my friends, Mr. Greg Esposito. You're up next, brother. Shout out to our awesome Arizonan. And you know what, legends? That might be our last family rip of the night. Because it is time for your boy to get some rest. Because we will be back tomorrow morning at same junk time, same junk channel, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I sincerely hope that I get to see each and every one of you then. It has been 3.5 hours of quality family time tonight, my dear friends. And I sincerely appreciate it, each and every one of you. And as I'm jaw-jacking, we find you another Michael Jordan. Beautiful, Yoshi. Just a scotch off center, too. Still very nice. Beautiful card there for you, brother. How about the MJ So Nice? You got him twice. Beautiful. Yoshi, you are very welcome, my man. How about King of the Valley, Mr. James Worthy? Kelly Tripuka. Sigma. Moses Malone, when you order Carl Malone from Wish or Temu. Another checklist. The original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Lambier. Harvey Grant. Chucky Davis. I am so sorry, Ollie. I know, brother. I'm so sorry. I hope you can snag that subscription soon, my brother. Mr. Purvis Ellison, rookie for the Kings. Shout out to Melody. Old Dick Versace. Dick Versace. So I always thought it looks like he's wearing a shower cap. Like, I don't know if that's real hair. That might be a hairpiece. Kind of looks like a shower cap. Or Dick. Perennial All-Star Mr. Joe Dumars. Roy Hansen. Gary Grant. Gerald and the Hendersons. That is correct, Down by the River. Good to see you back, my man. Speaking of rivers, Mr. Glennon Rivers. I love it so much, Banana, my man. Beautiful reference. The touch, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives. My man. Mr. Airmail himself, Carl Malone. I love you so much, Banana Pudding. Chucky in person. Old Jim Cornette's cousin. Shout out to the tennis racket, Frank Cornette. Kenny Smith. Bill, I've got no muscles. Man. Dave Corzine. Mark Alari. Wes Incelled Uncelled. Vinny Del Negro. Mr. Ricky Green. Spokane's Finest. My buddy, Mr. John Stockton. Jack Haley. Kevin Edwards. Eddie Lee Wilkins. Shout out to the Chrome Dome. BJ Armstrong looking basketball ready. Rookie for the Bulls. John Stockton, so nice you got him twice. Beautiful. Could be centered a little bit better. Shout out to Mr. Greg Esposito and the Phoenix Suns. Rodney McRae. Mark West. Another Phoenix Sun. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Tyrone Corbin. Good evening, Maddie. Or excuse me. Good evening, Ricky. How you doing tonight, big man? Always nice to see you, Matt, as well. Mr. Alfaro, the Harry and the Hendersons. Thank you, my brother. I do my damnedest. It is wonderful to see you tonight, Ricky. How you doing, you handsome son of a gun? My brother from another mother. Hope you've had a terrific Tuesday, buddy. How about coach of the dream team, Mr. Chuck Daly? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Ricky. Hope all is well with you, my man. Scotty Too Hottie Brooks, master of the side spike. Steve Johnson. Greg Kite with Vlade Divac co-starring. Vern Fleming. King of the Valley, Mr. James Worthy. Todd Leathty rookie. John Morton. Old Ronnie Rothstein. The Spider, John Sally. Alex English. Buck Williams. Jim Paxson, John's brother. Greg Grant. And that is one of the infamous celebrities in the background there, buddy. That is Miss Paula Abdul back there. On the back of Greg Grant. Miss Opposites Attract. That's actually pretty nicely centered, too. On the stand he goes. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Ricky. Very much so, my brother. Always very, very well. I appreciate you asking. And I love that you are as well, my good man. Just busy. And I'm sure you are as well. But it's a good kind of busy. Excellent to see you tonight, my man. Please give the family my love. Mr. Mikey Brown. Antoine Carr. Kiki, do you love me? Are you down for me always? Bill Cartwright. Kenny Gaddison. Magic Johnson on the All-Star. Willie Anderson. Johnny Long. And AC Green. Finishing off round number 2. One more round to go for you, big man. Gotcha. You know, I don't think Larry Johnson is in these cards. Yoshi, I don't think so. There you go, Banana Pudding. Yep. The Paxson brothers, Jim and John. Mr. Jason Hawkins, you absolute legend. Thank you so much for hitting me with a beautiful heart over here on TikTok. I heart you right back, good buddy. As I have said before, folks, and I will say it again, it is gifts over on TikTok, the hype trains over here on Twitch that make all of this possible. So from the bottom of my heart, my brother, thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. That is one of the things we're looking for, Dylan. Correct. Yes, sir. Excuse me. All right, last round magic for you, buddy. Good luck. Down by the river. I think you are correct, my friend. Yep, sounds about right. All right, Mr. Brian Shaw for Baston. Brad Dougherty with Mr. Patrick Ewing co-starring. Percy Hawkins. Dennis Johnson. Horny Hornacek. Who wears short shorts? He does. Terry Teagle, with Patrick Ewing co-starring again. Ricky Smits. Oh, there you go, Domro. Yep. Got some Paula Abdul right there in the background. Fun fact. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, with Breaking Benoit Benjamin co-starring. Ollie, he says, are you closer to Houston or Dallas? They're about the same distance, Ollie, believe it or not. Roughly the same distance. So it takes me about 3.5 hours to get up to Dallas. It takes me about 3 hours and 15 minutes to get to Houston. So it's pretty close. Old and Polynice for my Seattle Supersonics. Byron Dinkins. How about the luscious lip curtain of Mr. Phil Jackson? And that is a dastardly dirt squirrel if I've ever seen one. That thing could filter krill. If you know what I mean. There you go, Lane. Somebody bang a trash can. Hey, Mr. Roskadal. I don't blame you one bit, my brother. Have a magnificent sleep, and we will see you bright and early in the morning, my man. Much love to you, Keithy. Mr. AC Green with the round mound of rebound co-starring. Tom Garrick. I mean, you have been here for almost 4 hours tonight, Keith. I get it. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother, as always. Sleep tight, buddy. How about some Mel Turpentine with Cycly co-starring? John Sunbold, Ricky Pierce, Mark Price, old double-aught Robert Parrish. Hey, Dutchie, I totally understand as well, my brother. You have a wonderful sleep. We will see you in the morning, my man. Joe Klein. Harry Catledge with Michael Thompson co-starring. Manute Bowl, rest in peace to Manute Bowl. Brad Davis with another luscious lip curtain. Jay Vincent, Brad Lowhouse, Woodson, Daryl Walker, Robert Parrish, so nice, you got him twice, the Baston legend. Ollie, yes, Texas is huge. Yes, it is, my brother, from down under. Mr. Burt Reynolds, welcome back, you legend. Say what? That is ridiculously kind of you, my man. Would you do me a huge solid, though, Burt Reynolds? Would you send me an email and give that to me in an email, my brother? Because I'm right in the middle of a rip, and I would hate to have that slip through the cracks. So if you could do that for me, Burt, Dalen, D-A-L-E-N, at junkwaxvintage.com. Please and thank you, my brother. It's great to see you tonight, as always. Much love to you, Burt Reynolds. Ed Pinkney. Gerald Wilkins, Billy Thompson, The Adventures of Pooh, Richardson, Rookie, The Man, The Myth, The Flat Top, Mr. Chris Mullen, and Legends. We're up to 81,000 likes over here tonight on TikTok. That is an astonishing number of screen beaten. I cannot thank you enough, you absolute legends. Damn! Folks, I think we might get to 6 digits before the night's over. How about Mr. Kevin McHale, looking like a stepdad? Eric Hampa, Scotty Too Hottie Skiles, master of the receding hairline. Jerome Kersey for Rip City. Dave B. Hoppin. Ken Norman. Nate McMillan. Larry Smith. Mr. Anderson. Kevin McHale, so nice you got him twice. Steve Alford, Sam Mitchell rookie, Grant Long, The Adventures of Pooh, so nice, you got him twice. No, they did not, Yoshi. So Yoshi, believe it or not, the Michael Jordan wearing the number 12, that is a Sam Vincent card. That is actually not a Michael Jordan card, but he is wearing the number 12, he is co-starring. Hector, welcome back, brother, nice to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, my brother. Excellent to see you over here on TikTok, buddy. How about old flat top Chris Mullen? Shout out to the Dream Team, Mr. Kevin McHale, Eric Hampa, and yes, that's right, Cody Custer, we did find that one this morning for you. The Adventures of Milo, and Otis Smith. Jerome Kersey. Randolph Keys, Mr. Mark Keys' cousin. Shout out to Mark. And Norman. Nate McMillan, Larry Smith, Mr. Anderson, Pippin since been Pippin since been Pippin. Oh, I bet they do, Burt Reynolds. He says they release that number 12 jersey every once in a while and it sells out in seconds. Oh, I bet. That one's got some lore, right? Steve Alford, Harold Wilkins, Long, Isaiah Thomas, legend for Detroit, Charles Oakley, Slick, Mr. Pat Riley, Bill Beef Wennington. There you go.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Exactly what you were just looking for there, my brother. Ask and you shall receive, Yoshi. TJ, that is a great question, my man. It varies. Sometimes we only go for like 2.5 hours. Sometimes on nights like this, I think we're going to be 4 by the end of the night. So it always just depends on how many family rips we have. But I did call that last call, folks. This is going to be our second to last rip of the evening. We have one last family rip after this one. And then it's time for your boy to get some rest because I want to make sure I'm on my A game bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Valerie. I agree. Quack, quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Kenny Skywalker. The Bagley. Johnny Newman. He's an old man now. Otis Thorpe. Rex Chapman. Isaiah Thomas. So nice you got him twice. Rikowski. One of the worst names in all of basketball, in my humble opinion. Kind of reminds me of Bob Walk and Eric Plunk in baseball. Sam Mitchell and Mark McNamara with old Big Sam Bowie co-starring.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Yoshi. Let's go. TJ, when do you think the Prizm Baseball break would run by chance? Just curious, so I know if I should prep for replay. If I was a betting man, Tej, I think we're going to be ripping that one tomorrow morning, my friend. All right, good luck, Yosh. Mr. Dominique Wilkins with the Windmill. Mitchie Redmond. Roni Cycli. Harold Presley. Mark West. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Greg Esposito, you still here tonight, big man? Sidney Lau. James Edwards, handling his inner Fu Manchu. Mike Minsky with the coiffed locks. You can tell he blow dries that for about an hour before the game. Casey Jones. Before there was George Carl, there was Casey Jones for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Walter Davis. Craig Hodges. Rolando Blackman with Isaiah Thomas co-starring. Lester Connor. Stu Jackson. And Mikey Smrek with, I think that's Byron Scott co-starring. But I could be wrong. I'm wrong often. Well, Yoshi, my brother, as always, buddy, I cannot thank you enough for being a part of this family for, about 4 years. Love you, my man. And I am so stoked that we found you not 1, not 2, but 3 Michael Jordans in there. Sam Vincent, Michael Jordan, wearing the number 12. And for you folks that don't know the lore of that card, somebody broke into the Bulls' locker room and stole Michael Jordan's jersey before the game. So he had to wear the number 12, and it was only one game. So that's why that is such a rare thing. Michael Jordan on the base, Michael Jordan on the All-Star, and of course that Greg Grant with Miss Opposites Attract herself, Paula Abdul, in the background. Very nice. Mr. Hayes, long time no see, my brother. Oh, I appreciate the kind words as always, my good man. Thank you for being here tonight, my man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Mr. Hayes. It is always great to see you, my dude. Hope all is well with you there, Jay. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. 100,000 likes over here on TikTok. Damn! That is a whole lot of screen beating, my dear friends. Y'all are a bunch of screen beating, junk wax loving, positive, terrific Tuesday Nitro having legends. and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Thank you so much, my dear friends, for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. That is an astonishing number there, folks. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, legends. Nicely done. Give yourselves a pat on the back, gosh dang it. Hey, much love right back to you, Jay. Great to see you tonight, buddy. And thank you so much for the kind words, my dude. I hope you know what that means to me, because you have been here for a while, my friend. All right, Yoshi. I sincerely hope, my brother, that is the first rip of many that you and I get to do together, my good man. Have a wonderful remainder of your evening, and I hope to see you tomorrow, my dude. You know, Yoshi, we do this almost every single day, my brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one last beautiful family rip to finish off this terrific Tuesday Nitro. And folks, what a Tuesday Nitro it has been. We had an absolutely awesome morning show, and it's been a very special evening tonight, my dear friends, thanks to each and every one of you. I love it, Ollie, or I love it, Yoshi. Thank you so much, my good man. I appreciate that. And Ollie, damn, bro. That would be amazing down there, down under. Shout out to my buddy down by the Billabong with some blokes and Sheilas. Always nice to have you, Ollie. Hey, good night, Jay. We will see you again soon, my brother. Take care, buddy. Be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, and practice that attitude of gratitude, my good man. I know you will. All right, Mr. Esposito. This will be our last family rip of the evening, folks. It has been an absolutely magnificent evening with each and every one of you. Mr. Esposito, we're going to start with your Onyx Vintage. We will finish off with your Archives Baseball, my brother. And I got to be honest, it's been a while since we've ripped into some Archives Baseball. I love them. Oh, Ollie. That is very kind of you to say, my brother. Thank you so much. I love that. And DJ Chicken making the switch. Thank you, Gil. Excellent to see you over here on Twitch, my brother. Thank you so much, B. And good luck, Mr. Esposito. And we start off with some Paul Skeens. Beautiful. Asundo. Noah Miller for the Trolley Dodgers. I think. I think he's a Trolley Dodger, but I could be wrong. Just leaving that one up for you, buddy. On-card autograph. Connor Griffin for the Pirates. A dollop of Dollander for the Rockies. And that finishes off your single pack. Let me sleeve and top load your autograph here, Greg. That is a brand new 55-point Junk Wax Vintage Top Loader. Not too shabby there, Mr. Esposito. Let's see what's in the box. For the last time on this extremely horrific Tuesday, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck. I knew it, Burt Reynolds. I knew somebody was going to say it. M7, my man. Absolutely blowing me up with my favorite gift of all time. I cannot thank you enough, my brother. That is absolutely amazing. Good to have you again, my friend. Noah is the Trolley Dodgers. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brent. So that is a Trolley Dodger there, my man. I appreciate you looking that up. Thank you, Brent. Empty box, Greg. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradición. We're going to rip all these down and go through them together. Good evening, Wilfredo. Welcome back, Senor Rosa. How you doing tonight, big man? Shout out to our boxing champion, who just defended his title. God bless you too, buddy. I see you, Bert. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look. Little footballs. And a new pair of shorts. Oh, I love it. All right, one more pack for you, Greg. All righty. We start off with the big hurt, Mr. Frank Thomas. Then not so dirty Gary Sanchez. Salvi is looking happy to be there. Kodai Senga, the big dumper. Jordan Westberg on the new breed. Rookie for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Evan Cotta rookie. Oscar Hernandez, your 2024 Home Run Derby champ. Dansby Swanson. Adley Rushman. Zach Gallen. Fernando Valenzuela. Rest in peace to the legend. Lane Thomas. How about a Beardy Blackman? On the black border. Gosh, those are so damn cool. Something about those black borders, folks. They just hit different. And I'm astonished those are not numbered. The legend, Mr. Billy Williams. Babe Ruth. How about a couple of legends? Nolan Schanuel rookie. Junior Caminero, your home run derby runner-up. Brandon Nimmo. Sandy Alcantara. Paul Reagans. On the Own the Game insert, Mr. Luis Arias, Silver Slugger, also known as the Sprinkler in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Patrick Bailey. Trey Turner. The DeGrominator. Jake DeGrom. How about my twin, the Bird Murderer, Mr. Randy Johnson, for your Arizona D-bags. There you go, Greg. Austin Martin for Minnesota. Everson Pajeda. Francisco Lindor on the black border throwback. Jordan Westberg. Ronel Blanco. Masataka Yoshida. Thurman Munson. Speaking of a luscious lip curtain. That's a nice one. Lou Piniella, former manager of my Seattle Mariners. That's right, Brent. That bird did explode. It's true. Great Victor Scott. Ohapi. Our favorite Pokemon. EJ. Friedel. Friedel. I'll see myself out. How about some at the break Bryce Happa for the Fightin' Phillies? I'd like to have a go around with that Philly. Good old Bryce Happa. Karen Carpenter. Breakout Timmy Trumpet. You found some Edwin Diaz. He's got the juice. Tatis. Nolan Jones. Vaughn Grissom. Alex Bregman. Doogie Howser. Andrew B. Nintendo. On a color match for the White Sox. Mitch Haniger for my Seattle Mariners. And Keibert Ruiz. Last but not least on the base packs. I thought so too, Yoshi. I did not know you PC'd Randy Johnson. I will have to keep that in mind, Greg Esposito. Might have some laying around somewhere. All right, Greg.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my good man. And thank you so much for your patience tonight, Greg. Busy Tuesday, my brother. Yes, I do, Mr. Alfaro. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. Chilies. Baby back ribs. Dr. Mojo. I'll take your mojo and you can... you can keep your mojo and I'll take your baby. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, we got a JJ Bidet. Shout out to Tushy. Luis Matos rookie. Lou Piniella. So nice, you got him twice. On the black border. Justin Bieber. Your 2023 Rookie of the Year for your Diamondbacks, Mr. Corbin Carroll. Byron Buxton for Minnesota. And Sandy Koufax with Santana for Minnesota. Finishing that one off for you, my brother. There you go, Mr. Esposito. I am going to sleeve up the black borders for you because they are beautiful. Ah, you and I both, Burt Reynolds. That would be sick. Although I'm not holding my breath. Hey, Banana Pudding, if you are taking off tonight, my good man, have a magnificent remainder of your evening. I sincerely hope that we get to see you tomorrow, buddy. And folks, don't you go anywhere yet. We still have a little outro jingle that I would love you to listen to. Gil, if you're taking off tonight, my man, have a wonderful sleep, and we will see you tomorrow, my brother. Thank you as always, buddy. Mr. Esposito, gracias otra vez. Thank you again, buddy. I appreciate you so much, Greg. I knew you PC'd Corbin, that's right, but I had no idea that you PC'd old Randy. Aw, Mr. Chaser, it is excellent to see you back, my brother. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the kind words, buddy. Hey, thank you, Mr. Esposito. All right, legends. You know what time it is. As always, my dear friends, thank you again for another absolutely terrific Tuesday here in the front yard. So as always, folks, until I see you again tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you, and do your absolute damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude. And I am chomping at the bit to be right back here with you tomorrow, folks, at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then tomorrow night, same junk time, same junk channel, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow night. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, DJ Chicken. Thank you, Mr. Slater. I appreciate you, brother, as always. Thank you for hanging in here. TJ, I am so grateful that we have you in the family, my good man. Appreciate you as always, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Middleton, for the kind words. I see you, Chase. All right, legends, enjoy your outro jingle. And I will see all of your shining faces bright and early tomorrow morning. Smoochies! I love you all so much. Good night. Let's bring it back down, shall we?
What a night it's been. Terrific Tuesday night. Dalen brought the heat, the hits were in sight. So he kept the vibe, and the legends rolled through. The JWV fam pulled big ones too. We ran the breaks.
Yes, we did.
The rips were insane.
Always.
Mrs. Junk Wax packed each hit with your name.
You know it.
Spicy water flowed, the chat was alive. That Tuesday night magic, we all felt the vibe. But we're not gone long, so don't you stray. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. More packs, more breaks, more hobby delight. Thanks for riding with us on this terrific Tuesday night.
Have a wonderful night, Bert. Shout out to M7 Videos. It is wonderful to have you tonight, my man. Thank you again. AWH, go Mariners, brother. Thank you, Jason Saltzgiver. Thank you, Danny.
But we're not gone long, so don't you stray. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. More packs, more breaks, more hobby delight. Thanks for riding with us on this terrific Tuesday night. Thanks for riding with us on this
Terrific Tuesday night. My dear friends, my family, we made it to 120,000 over here on TikTok tonight.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Goodness gracious. Cannot thank you enough, my dear friends.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach. Come out, Greg.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Greg.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. All right, maniacs. You have hung in here until the very, very end, and I am ridiculously grateful. Thank you, as always, folks, for another absolutely terrific Tuesday. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. Eh? Thank you again, legends. Sleep tight, and we'll see you in the morning. Good night.